What's going on, everybody? It's me, Sloppy. All right, so we finally are going to have a conversation, right? We've been waiting for this for the past, I want to say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I think, somewhere around there. And like I said, we in our group we like to have the other person explain themselves, right? We don't like just taking one side of the story. You know what I mean? So, me and Leon, we had a conversation behind the scenes and discussed when we were gonna talk about these, you know, serious allegations. Well, for me, they're serious, but for other people, it might just be something minor. It's depending on the perspective of the individual. But we like to have the person accused, have a chat with us cordially. I try not to yell and have a decent conversation. Don't think that I'm gonna be yelling like crazy today or I'm gonna be calling him names because that's not me. But the if the chat has some questions, like I said in the last stream, if they want to ask, then ask away. But if it's a valid question, none of those. I'm gonna find your address, Leon, or some bullshit like that. If that's the case, if I see an address leak or something in that case, if I have my mods in here, that's the only way I will hide you. But if you're expressing yourself and you're expressing what you what you feel, then that's fine. But if you're putting information that you shouldn't, then of course we're gonna try to hide that. You know, but there's gonna be I'm gonna have a good amount of questions. From what I see in my paper, I have 21 questions, and he could answer them. He's backstage. Chase. I'm just giving a little intro on this, and then after that, he's gonna join, and we're gonna have the conversation. But I'm gonna ask him questions, and he could decide if he wants to answer them. Most of them are pertaining Junko and Lolicon and Kyle. That's pretty much it for me. Everything else is not really uh, racism. For me, is like everybody says stuff, crazy stuff. So it's not. But the main things for me is the Junko, Kyle, and Lolicon. So without further ado, I will add him in. Chuku chuku pa.
Good evening.
What's going on?
Pretty good, even though it's hot as fuck at the moment where I'm at.
That's good. Hold on. I don't know why my. Let me see if I didn't connect. No, no wonder. Okay. No wonder. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Alrighty. All right. So this is, you guys know who he is, Leon, Templar King, Calavera, Scorpion Death Drop. There's the but today I want him to be, himself, the real life person. No, no character, nobody different than who he is in real life. That's the main person I want to talk to today, and I'm hoping we get that.
Yeah, that's why I have the eyes in picture today. So this way you're getting the actual person and not just a character.
Right, right. Okay. So let's start the questions real quick. Did you really tell people that you will kick them out if they associated with Junko when the whole Junko situation happened?
Originally, yes.
What made you change your mind? Like, what made you change your mind about Junko? Or who convinced you to change your mind?
Well, I'll pretty much explain what happened. So I forgot what day it was, so I was hit up by Spylord, who's going to be in here sometime later. So
Mhm.
he tells me about Junko, or Marcus, as he's known as in real life, since we're going by real life names here, obviously. So he tells me about that. So I'm added to the one group chat that he was in at the time. So of course, at first he like freaks out, thinking I'm going to yell at him like I did the one stream last year, similar to this one. But I tell him that I wasn't going to yell at him this, that, the other. And I will admit that may look a bit hypocritical on my part. I still don't forgive him for what he did, but I'm not one to carry a burden on people, especially when I see that they actually changed for the better. And from what I was informed, he's getting help the whole nine. So if that's what
Mhm.
he says he's doing, then I'm going to take his word.
Right. But the main question, like Chase says, who convinced you to talk to him again, or how did you get in contact with him after this past 4 or 5 months ago, or whenever you started talking to him?
Like I said, it all started with Philo, so he's partially to blame for why I got in contact with him again. Because had he not told me about him, we wouldn't be here right now. So he's partially to blame for this.
No, okay. So how did you get in contact? Like, how did you know his screen name or his Discord name, or did you have his phone number, or how did you contact him yourself?
So I was added into like a group chat that they were in on Discord. I forgot what they were. I forgot the exact name of it because this was like months ago, obviously. So at first he left the group chat fearing that I would go off on him again, like I did a couple last year, should I say.
Mm-hmm.
So I pretty much had to message him myself, pretty much telling him I wasn't going to pretty much scream at him like I did all those months ago, and I was just going to have a civil conversation with him. So it pretty much carried on from there.
Right. So who was in that group chat?
It was myself, Marcus, Jinzo, and Lady M.
Okay, so the Jinsu was the guy that added you to that group chat. I'm guessing because I don't think Lady M like was talking to him before Jinzo.
No, it was actually Lady M that added me, just to clarify,
Oh,
just so there's no
then
confusion there.
also Lady M like was talking to him before everybody else.
From my understanding, yeah.
Oh man, that's mind blowing right there. So who decided to meet up?
It was initially my idea, like you said on your one stream.
So you hit him up. You're saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be here. You should hang out with me," or how did the conversation start?
Okay, so I'll go into that. So it was on the one Discord group chat that we're in, and he happens to mention something about him being at IHOP. So I asked him which one because there are two in my township. The one that Zexio found and another one, which is not far from a grocery store that I frequent. So when I found out that it was the one that we initially met at, I'm like, okay, that's not far from me. So I'll pretty much meet up with him since I was going to meet up with him before the whole thing came out anyway.
Okay. Like was Chase is saying, whose idea was it to take the picture together? Was it you or was it uh, Marcus's?
It was mainly Marcus because he was the one that asked for it.
Okay, and what his idea was because he wanted it for his mother, or he just wanted it for himself. Is that
Well, he always wanted to meet a YouTuber, so I guess meeting me was pretty much partially the reason he did it, but I mostly did it because his mother was there and I was doing it as a favor to her, more or less.
So I'm guessing the mother is the one that took the picture.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, you say you guys hung out for 2 minutes. Is that a valid, the truth? I mean,
yeah. I was only with him for like about 2 minutes maximum, and then I just went home.
so like the whole taking picture, the mom even talked to you. I'm sure Junko's a very talkative individual. Um, the whole 2 minutes kind of seems a little too far fetched for a meeting with a person. That's why I ask. I'm 5 minutes, 10 minutes seems like a more fair amount of time. Would you say?
The meeting was very brief, as it was like 2 minutes, as I said. Then I just pretty much went home.
All right, all right. So you state all the time that this picture was mainly for his mother because he hasn't seen a YouTuber ever in his life and this and that. Um, but why would you share it to people knowing that this individual, even if he's still improving himself or whatever, why would you share it with people that are going to be on the fence when it comes to this individual, knowing that it could tarnish some people's reputation being around this individual as well?
That's what Brandon was pretty much asking here in the chat from what I see, and I can easily answer that. At the time, I didn't really think that through, so I'll take responsibility for that portion because I didn't really think anything of it at the time. But looking back at it now, I probably should have thought that more thoroughly, and I shouldn't have sent it to Brennan and the other people that I sent it to.
Okay, I'm just clicking on the on the on the comments just to let them know I'm reading their comments. It's just I'm letting him talk. All right. So, who did you send the pictures to, and how did they react?
I sent it to very select people. Phylor was one of them who we're going to get into later. Brandon, who's
Mhm.
in here in the chat, and also Jordy, who was also in talks with Marcus.
Okay. How did they react when you sent them that picture?
Well, as far as Phylord, we all saw how he reacted because at first he didn't really take much of it at the time. But as we saw last month, we all know how that pretty much turned out. But Brandon was wondering why I sent it to him, as he said in the chat here. And George didn't really have much to say. All this like, oh, you met up with Marcus, and now that was mainly it.
Right. Right. Yeah. So, as a leader of your group, yeah, putting your friends in jeopardy or jeopardize your friends with this individual, mainly because he's an alleged pred. He's quote unquote in recovery. We don't know that yet. We could say that, but a year of recovery for that type of mentality is not a very long time. You know what I'm saying? Like he needs more time to be away from people so he could work on himself. And by allowing him back, he's gonna give up on his help because he knows he has his friends back. So, my question is: did you ever think sending this to your group could jeopardize your group's reputation for associating with an alleged pred?
Just so there's no confusion, I didn't send the picture to the group. Only that's why I only sent it to very select people.
Right. So a lot of your friends, from what I see here, they in their mind it's a simple picture, right? You took a picture with a person. There's no big deal. But if the person that you're taking a picture was admitting to wanting having sexual role play with an 8-year-old, how would they feel if that 8-year-old was their brother or sister or a niece or nephew? would they think the same thing with the picture of you and him, or would they be like, "Hey, why are you taking a picture with a guy that was trying to sexualize my cousin or my niece or my nephew or whatever?" Wouldn't that kind of change their mind?
You can argue that, yeah.
That's why a lot of people and maybe your channel, your streams, uh, left you, because a lot of people feel like, hey, a pred is a pred no matter how long they are in quote unquote recovery. They know that they could easily fall back to being attracted to children, and that's why a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to be around that person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess, man, were you expecting everyone to agree with your actions since you banished him from your group?
I wasn't really exactly expecting anyone to agree with me per se. As I said before, I was the one that sent the picture, so I take full accountability for that.
No. All right. Let me answer Cubix real quick. Cubix. Leon met up with Junko. Now you guys know who Junko is, and he took a picture with them, and he shared it with people, and it came out to the light that Leon and met up with Junko, and there's a lot of people disappointed, and there's people that are still kind of supporting, you know, uh, Leon, and we're trying to figure out why he did it and all this other stuff. And then we're gonna kind of talk about one of his friends a little bit. But uh, I'm trying to read the comments. I gotta I gotta
Yeah, while
respond
you're
to them.
reading that, let me answer one question that certain people are probably asking. Why didn't I beat him up? As for one, his mother was there, as I'm not going to beat up someone in front of their mom because that's honestly thinking stupid. And secondly, the courthouse wasn't far from where we were standing. So that would have been honestly an assault charge I would have been facing, as I was in enough legal trouble with Providence as it was.
Cubix. It was in May, I think. Right? When did you go take a picture with this guy?
It was like about late May, about a week or two before Kyle came to see me a second time.
So, but it's this past year.
It was this year.
Okay. Now that you got all this backlash uh, pertaining Junko, do you think meeting up with them was a good idea?
Like I said before, I should have kept the picture to myself. But do I regret meeting up with him? A little bit.
Okay. With Firelord, um, from what I saw, you threatened him to contact his father. But then in one of my streams, Zexio said your father's name, and you kind of got upset that you said don't bring in my father, but you yourself was gonna do the same thing with Firelord. Why would it be any different?
The main reason I did that specifically with Firelord, mainly because of what he was doing. So I wanted to hit him where it hurt. And the main reason I didn't want him brought into my business because he doesn't know I even do content on YouTube first and foremost. And secondly, he's already left my residence, so he's like doing his own thing. So that's why I try not to bring my personal life into like the YouTube stuff for the most part.
Right. Cubix. After I finish my questions, then uh, people could have, if Leon wants them to come in, have a one-on-one with them. I can't have too many people in because then it becomes like last time with junko Cubix. You remember it got all crazy. So I'm trying to keep it. Uh, I'm trying to keep it more stable this time. You know what I mean? all right. All right. So for those questions are for me. I'm sure there's gonna be other people wanting to ask you questions later on that I maybe forgot. So that's why I asked people to write down some questions they needed. But if you allow them to come in one by one, they could ask you the questions they want to ask, and then you could answer them, and hopefully it's cordial. If it gets a little loud or emotions pick up, then it's up to you and him if you guys want to stop talking and stuff like that. But so now we're gonna move on to Mr. Kyle and his lolicon stuff. So what happened to Kyle after he threatened to shoot up a convention?
From my understanding, so I was pretty much there during that whole thing. So I answered some of it on your open forum, but I'll get more into detail on that. The reason I didn't really say anything because that one cosplayer's fan base had most of that covered. And from what I was told, police did show up at his door and they told him that he was pretty much banned from the said convention center.
Uh, and what did you think? Do you don't like that type of person that is very unstable could easily do harm, even, and not even just in the convention center. He could freak out and do it somewhere else. Why would you want to be around an individual like that?
As I explained on some of your streams, I had multiple talks with him about various issues over the years, that being one of them. And I told him in one instance, like, dude, what is wrong with you? Why would you even say that?
Mm-hmm. uh, Me personally, I'm most likely gonna contact his local police to make sure he's in the watch list, because that type of threat. And if the police came, I want to make sure that he's still in the watch list when it comes to those type of things. Because look what happened with the presidential stuff. The guy was kind of unstable as well, and he ended up doing something crazy. And people warned the police about this type of individual, and nothing happened. So me, as I want to be as cautious as anybody, I'm gonna contact his local police, which I already know which one it is because I have his address, and I'm gonna let them know to make sure that he is in the watch list when it comes to domestic, terrorist threats. But besides that, yeah, okay. There's some allegations that Kyle R-worded his ex. Is that what was that about?
I'm going to address that right now. That is 100% false because that has been going around for months and there has been no proof to even back up said allegations. And whatever contact they had was all consensual.
So it's consensual. So why would the girl say that she got R-worded by this individual?
She said that because she has always been a manipulative person ever since she was with him.
Hmm. Okay. No, I can't uh, say yes that's true or not. These are just my questions. So this smash or pass with minors. Did you guys even check the age?
Now I'm going to answer that. That was mainly for entertainment purposes, as Kyle was mostly the one that got the images for the characters.
Right, right. But you guys watch these characters, right? You guys watch these animes. You guys know exactly what the age of these characters are, no? Or how do you guys pick and choose which character and not really make your due diligence to find out the ages of the anime characters' ages? Some were 15, some were 16, and how you guys describe what you would do to them was very inappropriate for the age of the anime character. You someone will say, I'm gonna do my this and that. I'm gonna put my tongue in there. I'm gonna do blah. There's a lot of very inappropriate, explicit remarks depend on the people that were in that smash or pass. Wouldn't you want that not to be online? Why would he still have it online on his channel?
I'm going to be real with you. I don't have Kyle's mindset, so I can't really exactly answer that. I can only answer for myself. I could have said something, but I didn't really think any of it of the time, so that was partially my fault. I should have said something then, but I didn't really think any of it of the time, so I'll take full accountability for that as well.
Right. Because like I said, there's a video where they put a third that says someone who put this 13-year-old on the smasher pass, and they're like, don't blame me, Leon did it. So Leon, the character on that smasher pass, is you. And so it's like, why would you send a 13-year-old character to the smasher pass video and make it seem like it's all right?
Again, I can't really answer that because that was mostly Kyle's idea. I mean, it was on his channel. Though it's true, I did voice one of the characters that took part in it, but I do not condone that whatsoever. Now, looking back at it, I should have said something like, dude, you better get different characters, at least one that are of legal age.
Mm. Right, right, and that's the main thing, legal age. And a lot of these characters that I've seen that I checked, Cubix, I can't right now. You gotta hold on. Give me like 10 more minutes, and then I think I gotta add Chase in first, and then if Leon wants you to come in, then yes. I don't know, Leon. Do you want Cubix to come in later on, or?
Let's bring in Chase first, then I'll see where we go from there.
All right, all right. Then there you go, Cubix. After Chase, if he decides to, like I said before, I don't bring in people that the interviewee is doesn't want, and that's how I work, man. I just, but you could write it down on the chat if he says no later on. But all right, Cubix. So you were making videos, right? This is what got me upset. This is the main thing that got me upset with you because I when I met you, when kind of like when I saw your first videos, I saw you, calling out people, right? You're calling out the doxing, you were calling out Daniel Roth, Antoine, you were calling out Robert for doing some drama, this and that. You called Daniel off for lolicon, but then later on, I find out that one of your friends, that's your closest friends, is doing a smasher pass with kids. So that's when I'm like, wait a minute, Leon's over here calling all these bad people out, but then his closest friend is likes minors and characters that are minors. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And that's when we kept digging. I think if you would have not apologized, but took accountability after the first stream, I think me and my friends wouldn't be like wasting our time looking into you guys. But you guys didn't really respond back during that time.
Yeah, main reason being because like 2 weeks before this whole thing took place, my old laptop pretty much took a shit. It was like smoking the whole nine,
Mm,
which I am in the process of getting that replaced as the replacement just shipped today.
okay. So um, let me see. So the smash or pass on the hedgehogs. Are you guys furries?
I wouldn't go that far saying that we're furries. As for the most part, we use 8-bit sprite pixel like art for the
But they're
characters.
but they're hedgehogs.
Well, not mine because mine are echidnas mostly.
Mm. Okay, so you, some girl person named Jaja, Crystal the Hellcat, Devin, Leonidas, Myron, and Akira were in those videos, right?
Correct.
And all of you guys, expressed your love towards some of the anime characters that were, minors. Why didn't they realize that they were um, sexualizing minors or characters that are minors? I can't say they're real people, but they're characters, being acting like minors or the age of minors. What what? Why didn't they say anything either?
I'm going to refer to back to Myron's one comment here. We could have said something, but for the most part, our input wouldn't matter anyway, as it wasn't our video.
Right, but he's your closest friend, right? He's your right hand man, as you can tell. He's so you meet up with him in real life, so you have that friendship that you could tell him, hey, you need to take that shit off. That shit is not what we stand. That's not who we are. We're doing our stuff, but why are we putting minors into certain situations that we shouldn't, because it makes us look bad. You might not done your due diligence and looked at the characters' ages, but after I made the stream, me personally, I was thinking, all right, they found out the ages of these characters. uh, Nordic guy is gonna delete those videos because it does show a lot of minors in those master paths. But you could go into his account right now, and they're still there. So he's not he doesn't care. He doesn't care if they're minors, and that's the fucked up part.
Like, I could spend like countless hours telling him to take it down. He ain't gonna do it. That's just the person he is.
Right. So he'd rather be called a lolicon lover, and he likes minors and stuff like that, instead of him taking accountability of his mistakes too. I saw his comment on his community post. I don't really want to even interview him because the proof is in the pudding. He's a piece of shit. So I don't want to interview a piece of shit. I still have a little respect because you came on, and you, maybe it was a simple mistake of meeting Junko, not knowing that it was going to turn out like this. But him, it's different. Him, you can know he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he may not want to be interviewed, but at least I'm here.
Right, right, and yeah, it takes balls to join a stream about certain allegations about you. Like, anybody could join a stream that's about random ass shit, but when it comes to being talked to someone that's being accused of something, a lot of people don't go. But Chase, that Junko is not the other Junko. This one's another Junko. It's not the Marcus Junko.
Any other questions you got before we move on?
All right. Let me see. Oh man, I ran out of questions. So, uh, do you have um, Cubix's Discord?
Um, I have his Facebook, but not Discord.
Oh well, Cubix. If you're on Facebook, Leon is, or Chase first, right? First Chase. I don't want to put the stream link on the chat, so if you could send it to Chase via Discord, and then he could come in.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I do want to address another allegation that was thrown at me, as I cleared some of it up on DD's live chat, but I also want to clear it up here, just so it's on record, if that's cool with you.
For sure, go for it.
I think it was in Zexio's video, and he made the allegation that I was a woman beater or something, which I want to say for the record, no one was beaten in the video that was shown. I know it was kind of hard to see, but the woman in question actually flipped me off that day. So that's why I kind of went off on her in that said video. You can
Mm.
argue I went a little too far by telling her to kill herself, but I, just keep in mind I had a major headache that day. So I was ready to lash out at anything that moved that day. So I'm not excusing what I said that day. So I'm just giving my side of that whole situation.
No, so main thing right there. So because a girl flipped you off, you freaked out, or not freaked out, but lashed out on her. You're a guy. You know that people will flip you off. And it's a girl. You're like, it's a girl. Like, why am I gonna even bother or fighting a girl? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, that's me personally. I wouldn't, like, if a girl flips me off or like tells me, "Oh, you're a dick." I'm like, okay, cool, appreciate it. Have a good day. That's it. Like, but maybe we have a different mindset. That's why. But yeah, the KYS stuff. Yeah, that was, I guess, a little too.
Yeah,
Because then I saw, like I showed before. There's tweets. I think that's what they call it, tweets of you saying, telling someone to off themselves. Pretty professional of you, whoever the guy was. So it's a little hypocritical that you could tell people to do that, but when someone tells that to your friend, you go up in arms and stuff like that.
yeah. Then again, that day was in 2017. Not trying to justify my actions here. At the same time, it was also road rage technically from that person's end.
Mm, okay. As of now, do you still talk to Junko?
Casually.
Does he? Does he? When's the last time you talked to him?
Um, Today.
Oh man. All right. Well, today, so you talk to him periodically, and I'm guessing you message him or he messages you.
We talk in the one group chat that he has us in.
Oh, okay. So he has you guys, Jinzo, Lady M Light. To be honest, I don't really like that lady person, but that's just me. But yeah, you could give what's his name? Did you send Chase the StreamYard link?
I'm on a I'm on this new app and I'm
Oh, okay. Let
yeah,
me
so you may have to send it because I don't want to like exit the thing and then it kicks me out.
All right, let me find them. I think uh who could have them? Let me see. Anyone that I have on Discord, uh let me see. Who do I have on Discord that's on the chat right now that I could send it to? I don't think Cubix. Fuck it. I'm gonna put it on the damn uh, chat, and I'm gonna only allow the people that have that I said already. So I can't add whoever joins in the back. If it's not someone that that's supposed to be here, then I'm just gonna kick you the first time, and then if you come again with then I'm gonna have to ban you. Fuck. And I hate banning people, so please don't do it. All right, hold on. And then in that case, I'm able to read the comments more efficiently. All right, let me. God damn it! Well, I don't know if I'm making a mistake by putting the damn StreamYard link. All right. Well, so you're still friends with Junko. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I mean I'm not gonna lie to you about it.
All right. All right, big boy. All right. So big boy, I'm gonna be muted, and then you guys could chat.
Testing, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I did listen to throughout most of the stream. And to Leon, one of the questions I was going to ask you about this is, who gave you confirmation about Junko getting therapy, or did he tell you himself?
Repeat that, you cut out a little bit there.
Oh, sorry about that. My question was it Junko that told you he was getting therapy, or did someone else tell you he was getting therapy?
Yeah, it was Junko himself that told me that.
Did he show you any confirmation that he was getting therapy?
Confirmation, no, but he said he was going to appointments like twice a week or something like that. Don't quote me on that. This is his own words, not mine.
Okay. All right, because I'll be straight with you on this. I mean, if I had found out like if I saw you upload the picture of you and Junko on there, I'd be honest, I didn't even know what the motherfucker looked like. I only know what he sounds like, and I've heard he was a fat motherfucker. That was it. But I'll be honest though. I mean, I saw that picture and I found out who it was. A lot of people are mad. even I was wondering like what was the deal, because like we gotta thank Sloppy here. He did the interview with Junko, and when you went on there, you sounded very serious when you told him to fuck off after the shit we found out. But you
Yeah.
said mostly that you did this because you wanted to do it for Junko's mom.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, it's been a while, and like we're finally doing this now. I don't know who said about you assaulting Junko or anything like that. I mean, that's really irrelevant to that part. Is mostly for me. I just want to know like what was the thing, because you know, a lot of us like we don't really forgive people that do pedophilic activities and stuff like that. But for you, I mean, I know a lot of people jump the gun and just assume that you were this, and that. That's why we're doing this now. I just want to hear from your side of things before people just jump in and think, oh, you're a pedo supporter, or you're doing the same thing Junko did, or whatever the fuck. There's other questions I could ask, like relating to you and the Peter, whatever the fuck. But honestly, I don't even give a fuck about that. It's mostly about this thing with the whole Junko stuff.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Then again, Peter is his own person. So if he chooses to comment on my videos, nothing I can really say or do, because I try blocking him from every channel he
Yeah.
has.
No, you
He
don't have
just
to worry
always
about the
finds
Peter
ways to
thing.
come up with a new one.
I mean, he commented, doesn't bother me one bit. I don't even give a damn about that. Let Peter have a field day on that for all I care. But the with the Junko stuff, I think also you should get confirmation a little bit, some kind of proof that he is getting therapy. Because even though I haven't watched that stream in quite a number of months, the Junko Sloppy interview stream, I still remember certain parts of that stream that still I remember quite well. It's like when Junko would screen share certain things. There's a dog in the background. I don't know whose that is. Is that yours, Leon?
Yeah, I can still hear.
Okay. Yeah, I just remember certain parts of that stream where it would be like where Junko would screen share certain things, but then he would exit out real quick. It seemed like he was trying to hide certain things and didn't want people to see. And it was just the way he answered certain questions. It made it all very questionable. And compare that to when he got caught.
Can I just cut you off for a second? Sloppy,
Go
El
ahead.
Dorado's welcome in.
All right. Just making sure. I was gonna answer it to him after you guys finish, but keep going.
Okay. So yeah, compare that interview stream compared also to when Junko got caught by that one video. I don't know if Sloppy has it or not. When he was caught, he was being attacked by one person, another kid who was only 11 years old. After finding out all the stuff he was doing, the way he was fucking screaming and shit, like, "Oh, I just want to die! I just want to die!" Or what's the number to 911 or any of that bullshit. You do whatever you want to do, but I hope that one thing about Junko is I hope he's not lying to you about getting therapy. The guy definitely needs help, straight up. But I know that you having that picture, and do you know who it was that leaked the picture?
Firelord is the one that was. He saw the picture and he was like, "What the fuck? Like, why are you with the known predator?" And that's when he was like, "Fuck! Like, he's my, Leon is my friend, but also I don't want to be associated with someone that's being with the pred." And so that's when he was conflicted, and I guess he shared it with some of the Crow Templars in his group, and I guess it just went all around back to Leon, and then that's when I guess this would happen.
Yeah, it was mainly Firelord, but we'll get into him later.
I don't know. Part of me doesn't really blame Firelord for that. I mean, when you think about it, when you know what Junko did and knowing how you were when you went on Junko the Sloppy interview and how pissed off you were, and all of a sudden you find out about this picture of you guys like standing next to each other. He's got his arm wrapped around you. So
it's a cute picture, though.
Well, I don't think it's anything gay or anything like that. No, I can understand the part where Firelord's like, "What the fuck is this?" Because if you see your friend taking a picture with somebody who has who's done some bad stuff back in the day of some pedophilic activity with a minor, only 8 years old, so it can get your mind twisted up quite a bit. Now, there was something else I was going to ask, but I'm trying to remember it. I know the stuff with the whole the Kyle thing. I know Eldorado showed some clips of the guy, and I'll be honest. after listening to some of that stuff, like that guy sounded like he needs to be put in a cage. I'm sorry. Like if that stuff was, if he was really being serious, he needs to be put in a fucking cage. So,
Indeed.
Like I said, I can't speak for everyone, so they're welcome to their own opinion about him. So
you
whatever
don't have
beef
to
you
speak
have
for him.
with
You don't have to speak for him at all.
that's between
Don't worry
you
about that.
guys.
You don't have to speak for him at all. But I mean, I'm just giving my opinion on what I believe. So as far as he goes, so Kevin Daddy. I don't remember what else. Fuck. Been a long ass day.
Well, if you want, I could put Cubix on, and then you could think of more.
I only got a few questions, and then you can put me backstage. You said earlier you were talking to Junko today.
Yeah, I
Was that when you took that picture with him? Was that the first time you hung out with Junko since the whole accident, or was it more than once?
That was actually the first time I actually hung out with him, at least in a public setting, anyway.
So you hung out with him prior to that?
I'm saying that was like my first time actually meeting him. That's what I was trying to tell you. I know it's a bit hard to understand with the way my accent is.
Okay. And you said earlier that it was his idea to take the picture together.
Yeah, he's the one that asked for the picture, yeah.
Okay. Well.
Okay, one question for me. Leon.
Go ahead.
Yes.
All right, let me. Are you gonna hang out with them more often? That's the question.
It was only a one-time deal.
All right.
I think before you hang out with him again or anything else, that he shows you some kind of proof that he has been taking therapy at least.
I mean, I'll ask him, but I can't force him if he's not comfortable of disclosing that information because part of that is confidential. So I can't make any promises on that.
Okay. I mean, what you do is your thing. You're an adult, but put me backstage and let somebody else in so they can ask their questions.
All right, for sure. I'm gonna add Cubix in.
All right.
Oh, what is up?
What's up, Cubix?
Oh my God. Well, okay. First of all, I have some questions. I have a lot of questions actually.
All right, for sure.
So, Sloppy, I was there when the burial of Junko was on your channel. I can't even call. It says it's an interview. I can't even call it an interview. It was a burial because this dude groomed an 8-year-old girl.
Indeed, he did.
Yep, and afterwards, Leon is here taking pictures with him, and then hold on, Leon, can you clear this up? Like this, when did you take this picture with this guy, with the guy who groomed an 8-year-old girl?
May.
Okay, so hold on. So how'd you guys meet? I want that's my question.
I'm not sure if you heard when I pretty much went into that earlier. So I was talking with him on Discord, and he mentions him being at a IHOP. So I asked him which one because there's like two in my area. One where I initially met him at, and another one which is by a grocery.
Wait! You initially met him at an IHOP, and then you guys went to another IHOP?
No, I met him at the one that we took the picture at. I was trying to explain that there are like two in my township.
Okay, so did you know about the allegations before that, or like?
Yeah, I was aware.
Wait a minute. You hear allegations that this guy groomed an 8-year-old girl. And then and you're just like, yeah, let me go meet this guy at an IHOP of all places.
Like I explained earlier in the stream, Firelord was partially to blame for that because he was the one that actually told me about Marcus saying something.
That doesn't make any fucking sense though. Like what do you like you want like what made you want to meet up with him in the first place?
I was going to meet up with him eventually. This was
But
before the
you knew
allegations
he
came
groomed
out.
an 8-year-old girl. Like what made you want to meet up with him?
Are you done laughing?
No, because this is fucking funny. I mean, I'm like, what? Are you? Hold on. I'll be civil. Like, what caused you to? I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, dude. I've known you since I was like, come on, man. I've known you for a long time. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt here. But like, I can't help but laugh because like it's such a stupid situation. Like, you want to meet with someone who groomed 8-year-old girls online? Like, I can't really.
I only did because it was a nice gesture to his mother, and he's the one that asked for the picture.
Wait. So his mother knew?
No.
Wait, okay, so hold on. I want to go back because I posted in the comments like his mother just thought that you were a YouTuber.
She didn't know who I was, but Junko pretty much explained who I was.
What? Oh, that makes no fucking sense. Wait, what? What? Oh my god. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. I'll stop laughing. I'll stop laughing. Okay, hold on. So her mom, Junko's mom, didn't know who you were, but then he explained who you were, so then that got you a picture.
Yeah, she didn't know who I was until I met him. So Junko pretty much explained to her who I was, this, that, and the other.
But who are you though?
Get him out. I'm done.
Come on. I defeated.
All right, one warning, Cubix, and then I gotta change it up because
Okay, I'll be civil. I'll be civil.
Right,
I'm sorry.
All right.
Okay, but realistically, fucking Leon, like, come on. Like, who are you? Like, to like like you think that his mom like thought you were some big hotshot YouTuber?
When did I ever say that?
Well, you said because she thought that you were a YouTuber. It's like, what does that even mean? Like, in the concept of like, what do you mean?
Now you're just trying to twist my words, aren't you?
No, I'm really not. I'm just asking you a question.
This is the last time I'm going to repeat myself. So I'll say it again so you can understand. She didn't know who I was. When I met them, Marcus pretty much told her who I was.
Well, but like, who are you? Like, how do you describe yourself? I'm not asking that to be a dick. I'm just asking, like, you know, because you said, like, well, he was explaining to her who I was. Like, what does that mean? Like, who are you?
Well, I assume Marcus didn't tell her who I was up to that point.
In Junko's mind, I guess it's just he was a celebrity in Marcus's eyes. That's what I think Leon's trying to say.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, I mean, but like that's just like you can understand how I think that's weird, right? Like, because how like did you guys have to travel like to meet each other? Like, that's just weird.
Oh, damn.
Damn, he dipped out.
No, damn Cubix, man. All right, I've got to get you out.
Can I just ask a question? What did I do that was wrong?
All right.
I just asked some questions.
Well, I guess the laughing and stuff.
Well, because it was funny. I'm sorry, like, you know, fucking if something's funny, I can't not laugh.
Right. All right.
But
well,
like I said, I am very mature about this, and I think that this is a mature situation. and I have no clue what's going on.
Okay, he says his computer crashed or his phone crashed on him, so he'll be back. But
Well,
Cubix,
the fact that even he took a picture with fucking Junko is just weird to me and to begin with.
yeah, it's weird for a lot. That's why a lot of people, if you didn't see his subscribers, he lost over 200 something subscribers because a lot of people like you think it's weird that he would take a picture with alleged predator. And
Well,
so,
but yeah, it is weird. I don't know. Do you think it's not weird?
well, of course, I think it's weird.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. I feel like it is a little weird. But you know, me and me, yeah, goddamn, I just had a mini stroke. I've been taking a lot of fucking pills, ladies and gentlemen. Not like medically wise, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened. The app just randomly kicked me out.
No,
It's
it's okay. I've known Leon for years, like longer than I've known you, Sloppy, longer than I've known anyone else here up in Swiss. So like that's why this is just weird for me. I'm just like, what the fuck?
I'm just reading the comments so I could let you guys.
Yeah,
Talk.
you're good.
So Cubix question before I let someone else in because there's a lot of people behind.
No, you're good. You're totally fine.
Just
dude.
to bring your attention, the one person that I said was not to be in here is trying to get in here.
Who is?
What's up? I'll take all the questions, dude. You know what I mean?
Credence.
Oh, he's in here. Oh shit,
Yeah.
he is in here. Oh damn. Oh, it's up to you if you want to have a chat with them. But like I said, if me personally, if someone was accusing me of stuff, I would take on whoever has I guess some banter with. But that's just me. But let me remove you, Cubix, for a little bit. I'm gonna add El Dorado. What?
You said you had a question. God damn it.
No. I said if you have any questions.
Oh, I don't know. Sloppy, what's your favorite cartoon show of all time?
No, pertaining to this, man. All right.
Leon, you know I love you. I've known you for a long time. I just think you shouldn't. I don't know, give like predators a platform. I don't know. Shouldn't take pictures with fucking weirdos, man. Hello.
Yeah, like I said, I take full accountability for that.
Okay. Well,
Right.
here you heard it here first. Leon likes to take pictures with people who groomed 8-year-old children, and I don't know. You know, I'd like to say I think you guys should subscribe to Sloppy 2Ns because if you're not gonna get gloppy, you gotta get sloppy.
For sure.
So I think you should do that. I think you should subscribe to Oreo Cakesters. I don't know if you can subscribe to that because it's company. Support
All right,
Oreo.
for sure.
Yeah,
All right.
so,
All right.
you know, you get the Nutter Butter Cakesters.
Yeah. All right. Peace.
You know, I know.
All right.
Alrighty.
If I can kick you out, you're gonna talk all day.
No. No, Leon wanted me to come in with this picture, so
All right.
There we go. That picture that made me laugh the other day.
All right,
Yeah.
El Dorado, what's up?
all right. I got some questions because I know the Junko situation wasn't the first time that you've befriended people you've attacked in the past. There's other people who I will I will not list all, but I will list quite a few. Wrestling Otaku, $34, Blake Harris, just a few that you decide to be cordial with now. I want to know what was going through your mind when you decided to be okay with these people. Just, yeah.
Now, as far as $34, I was never cool with him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so who's here? Who the hell's Beagle Boy? Do you know who Beagle Boy is?
Yeah, I know who that is.
Who is it?
He's one of the people from the sobriety community.
Okay. Well, he's backstage. I don't know if you have the question or
But yeah, and also I want to know I heard another thing. I didn't like the fact that you tried to silence Firelord. I want to know what was going on. What was your thought when you decided to, how should I say this, lash out at Firelord?
I pretty much explained it in the beginning of the stream. I know you didn't see that, so I'll cut you some leniency there. So I'll be happy to explain again. When he did what he did, I was actually out doing something that day. So it was a mix of anger and me wanting to hit him where it actually hurt.
Okay. Also, like, I want to know the Junko situation. I heard you've been talking to Junko for months. I mean, I'm not going to be here for too long because I don't have, like, much to say. But, yeah. I
All right.
heard,
Well,
I heard that, you are also going at YKJ's daughter. Is that true? That's just my honest question. You don't have to answer yes or no or...
Where did you hear this?
Where did I hear this? Well, let's just say I've had talk with a couple of people, but yeah,
Okay.
I'm not gonna name, yeah. But
well, I
you
didn't hear
can,
this.
yeah, I want you to clarify it, on your end.
Unless there was proof provided, then no.
Alrighty.
Wait. That's not a good like what because there's no proof. That means no. That's a very what is it cut up answer. Like if there was evidence, you would have admitted it to it.
Where is it then,
No.
YKJ? Answer that one.
Also, YKJ. Well, if you allow me, so he could explain that for him to come in real quick. And if it gets very hostile, then I'll get him out.
Let's
Also,
wrap
I
up with
didn't like,
Eldorado because I don't want
yeah,
to keep him here for too long.
I was gonna say something. Also, my friends have been, in the past, my friends did got taken out of context by that pamphlet thing. Because they were tricked by that pamphlet that was photoshopped by $34 alt accounts Gamehead, if you could recall.
Yeah, he had another one, Roy Snade. That was another one that he
Yeah.
had.
Yeah, he tricked both my friends into believing in a fake suicide. And you went at them at the past thinking that they did it, when in reality they just forwarded the message on Instagram of what Gamehead sent them. So, yeah. What was your thought process back then?
My thought process back then, I thought they were like one of the people that were like condoning it.
Well, they weren't really, because they didn't know the whole obituary thing. They didn't know how obituaries work, and they thought it was disrespectful to do the obituary thing. And yeah, they didn't know that the Gamehead and Roy Sneed thing until a couple months later. They were pissed. But yeah,
All right.
they kicked them out and all that. But yeah, also I got another question. One more question.
All right. One more question because we gotta
Okay.
keep moving.
What do you and Junko did at IHOP besides taking a picture for 2 minutes and all? What do you guys do behind the scenes? What you guys talk about?
After the IHOP, that was simply it.
All right.
All right, Eldorado. I'm gonna add Big Boy in real quick, and then after that, if Leon, what's his name, Credence, wants to have a civil conversation, um, give him a couple minutes for him to explain, and that's it. And then we go to Firelord, right? Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine. And as
All
far
right.
as Prince, I'll let you know, depending how he behaves in the private chat here.
All right, then. Let me add Big Boy real quick and then remove
Yeah.
El Dorado. All right, Big Boy.
Okay, I needed some caffeine for this. Uh, First, Sloppy, when was that? When was that Junko interview thing or whatever? When was that done?
Almost a year, like I think a year exactly. I think maybe a little year and a couple of days in July last year.
It was in July. Okay, Leon, you said that Junko reached out to you first after that whole situation.
No, let me clarify that. Lord messaged me. I forgot what it was. So he was telling me about something regarding Junko, and I was curious. So I had someone who had contact with him add me into a group chat so I can get to the bottom of it. So that was partially his fault as well as it was mine.
Okay, and what was that about? I mean, because with the Junko things, I thought he was already banned after the Sloppy thing.
Well, I didn't really add him on my circle per se until I actually found out the context of it.
What was the context?
I forgot how Lord put it, so he'll have to pretty much explain that as he's the one that told me about it.
Okay. Do you know how long it was after the Sloppy interview happened?
Probably a year and 6 months at least.
Wait. I'm talking about like when did this whole thing happen after Junko did the interview with Sloppy? Like, was it a few months, a few weeks?
It was probably a couple months at best.
Okay. Now, another thing I asked, because you said this earlier, one more thing I want to put out. The whole thing with the, maybe I'm wrong about the definition of being a YouTuber, but for me, it's like a YouTuber is somebody who usually posts content and makes content for their viewers on the regular, whether making money or not. I mean, maybe I'm wrong about it. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. But also, I asked in the comments of something you said. Does Junko's mom know about Junko, what he did on YouTube, or what he did to an 8-year-old?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I don't think she does, as he keeps a lot of his online activities private, from what I understand.
Okay, because this is the part where she's asking you did it for her and all this other stuff, but at the same time, like oh my lord, you didn't explain to her like why you cut ties with him or nothing like that.
I really can't remember exactly because I have short-term memory loss. I can remember some things and others I can't.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh damn. Yeah, because if Junko's mom was with him at the time, and from what does Junko still live with his mom?
From my understanding, yes.
And you don't know at all if she knows about anything when it comes to the 8-year-old or therapy, none of that.
Then again, I don't live his personal life, so I wouldn't know what he even does half the time.
Okay. I think about this, and at the same time, I feel like if Junko's mom did know about this, I mean, I don't know. I feel like she would have been a little bit different when it came to you meeting up with Junko and all that.
Right.
That's right now. That's what's I'm scratching my head as far as that goes right now. Like straight up on that. Because from what you said and everything, I feel like Junko's mom doesn't really know about the whole situation. And if she doesn't really know, I'm feeling like maybe I don't know if Junko's even taking therapy. If he's taking therapy like twice a week, as you said. I mean, how come how does his mom not know about it, especially if she lives with him?
Very true.
I'm trying to be civil, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, fuck. I feel like
It's tough,
Junko's
right?
saying some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough to be civil when it comes to predators, but we try to, you know,
I know. And I'm
keep it
not blaming
calm.
this on Leon. I'm just like, from what Junko apparently told Leon, it just doesn't fucking sound right. And from what Leon said about, what his mother did and her actions and, her taking a picture of them two together, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know the conversations that the two of them had because, like I said, I don't know what they do after they go offline and stuff, so I wouldn't know.
But she didn't really talk to you much about anything relating to what Junko has been through or nothing. Just did she act like it was all like cool, like she got to meet this other YouTuber, da da da? Was it mostly like that?
Yeah, it was mostly like that.
So it's like just and like nothing ever happened. Wow.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of is that maybe the mom knows, but he's going to therapy for his depression and his for like his schizophrenia and his all that. I don't think.
You believe his mom does know, or that she
No,
doesn't?
no. She thinks that he's depressed. That's his main thing because he takes antidepressants, and I think the mom only thinks that. But I now that you talk about it like right now, I'm 95% sure she doesn't know that. She thinks that he's going to therapy because of his depression, not because of his uh, online situation. Who the fuck is Hadouken?
Because if Junko's fucking lying about this therapy thing, and he didn't tell his mom about the whole situation before meeting up with Leon, and everybody already knows why Leon originally cut ties with him in the first fucking place. The stream is on your fucking channel, Sloppy.
Yeah. Hold on.
And one more thing, Sloppy, do you have the video, or who has the video of when Junko was screaming his fucking head off, all that crap when hit that one guy and that 11-year-old confronted him?
I'm sure I have one of them. Have it, but I have to dig deep. And someone
I know
sent
it's
it
on
to me.
YouTube, but I don't know if it got taken down or what.
No, it's still there. I think if you go to Mr. Money AD's channel, he streams it in one of his live streams.
Right.
But there's a lot of pauses and it's going pauses, but it has the video of
But
that
we can still hear
situation.
the whole thing mostly, even with the commentary in the background.
Yes.
All right. But yeah, I'm gonna have to call bullshit on the fucking with the Junko thing. I don't think he told his mom about what happened. I don't know. I feel like he also bullshit with you as far as his therapy is going. Because if his mom is like coming and like thinking that, acting like, oh, it's all cool, like, oh, Junko's gonna meet up with a friend who's a YouTuber, like, let's take a picture together. Not really much else. I don't know. Junko's been caught lying before. He would dance around questions and stuff like that. He's done this before. Watch Sloppy's thing, you see how he was, and like I said, the way he acted, I just didn't trust it. And I'll be honest, I never liked Junko. I've never fucking liked him, even before this shit. Like, the motherfucker would get on my fucking nerves. Dan, Wills, everybody's. Even made videos of us and put us in a fucking playlist called the Gay Spoon Musical or whatever the fuck. I didn't fucking get it. Didn't give a fuck. But I know. There was something else. Eldorado was saying about you being friends with. I don't know who the $34 is. I don't know anything about that. The otaku thing. I mean, what was it so bad about otaku? Like, did otaku pull like a Junko or something that we don't know about?
That I'm not entirely sure because I don't really keep up with the beef regarding him too much.
Okay. Well, I know a lot of people don't like otaku for their own reasons and whatever the fuck. The way Eldorado's saying it, he made it sound like otaku did something really fucked up, like an EDP type shit or whatever the fuck. So, but that was my question on that. What did Myron say? Why the hell would he tell his mom that he violated a child? She's a decent human being. We'll contact the police.
Well, breaking news.
She probably wouldn't have called the police, but she would have done something. I just don't think she would have acted the way she did if what Leon said is accurate about when they met and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because if she had known about all that, and if she had seen the stream, I mean, she would have seen the part where Leon came on and the way he acted towards Junko.
Well, you know how I talked to Junko behind the scenes. I'm
Right.
guessing he's watching right now, and he messaged me saying that actually my mom knows about it. I told both my parents about it in 2018.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if they actually knew about it or not.
That's what he's saying. But
Well, he said
and again,
he told him. Hold on, he told him in 2018, but did he tell about the situation that happened within the last year?
That I don't know.
Being brought up. That's the question. Yeah, you may have told him back in 2018 when you got caught with your pants down or whatever the fuck. But I'm talking about right now, the last year when everybody cut him off and just want nothing to do with him anymore. That's the question. Like, does his parents know what happened within the last year and why people like Leon and everybody else cut him off?
I'm sure she doesn't.
That is the question I'm wanting to ask.
Yeah, well, I'll most likely find out later on
And yes,
today about
Myron.
that.
Yes, Myron. Junko does live with his mom from what Leon has said.
Okay. All right. Let me add what's his name real quick, and then I'll bring you back. I'll bring everybody back in after everybody had their their 2 cents.
Yeah, go ahead, put me backstage.
All right. Hold on. All right. Let me see. All right. Be civil, guys. All right. I don't want no craziness. I want a civil conversation, and hopefully that's what we're getting.
Okay, so let's do it this way. Since Leon's in here, and I know he really doesn't want me in here, that's fine, Leon. That's really fine. I'm going to be as best as I can be civilly to be, as much as I can be right now. Because I'm going to tell nothing but the truth and only the truth. So, why don't we change the setting a little bit? Let's go back 4 years and see where 4 years of relevance really pays up to today. 4 years is a long time. We all know about the Daniel Rolfe situation that night. He got caught. He called my daughter's phone. And somehow, some way, even today, it's still talked about as if it's never actually folded out to happen or end for that matter. Now, I'm not pointing fingers at anybody and saying that, hey, you're just as guilty as this guy, or hey, you're in bed with this guy. I'm not here to do that, Leon. I'll allow you to ask me any question you have at this moment about who I really am, because you think of me as the psychotic person. I know I'm a psychotic person. I will be the first to tell everybody I'm a psychotic person. But that's only because of what life has done to me, my friend. As life has done things to you that are unspeakable. But unfortunately, life takes a toll on all of us. And I think it's really sad when you have people who decide that they want to talk about how much of a deadbeat father I am, or to tell me that he's probably the one who gave his phone number to his daughter to give to Daniel, and like all that shit. You know, it's really sad when you guys have to keep talking about it and you don't have anything to show for it. If one of you guys have my daughter's phone number, put it in the comment section. I'll tell you if it's valid. Because I'll give it to you on live right here, right now. And if any one of you actually call it and a female picks up, oh my God, you actually get the chance of a lifetime. She's an adult. And I'm not here to commend these people, but if that's really what you want, is that proof, I'll give you that number right now. Because it's going to be the same number as it was 4 years ago, as far as I'm concerned, because what smart parent really keeps their child's phone number the same after that? And yet somehow I'm a bad parent because I set my kid up. No, it did not play out that way, actually. It is not my fault that I put trust in someone like Leon for 7 years with my family. That is my fault for exposing my family to that. But I'm not blaming you for that, Leon, because I understand it to be, that's where I fucked up too. You know what I mean? We've both said enough at this point where we don't even need to yell, dude. It's just about, let's answer question, answer, question, answer, and just go back and forth in a simple way. So why are people talking about my kid still? I mean, she's 19. She lives on her own. She's in college. What more do you people really want? I mean, I can't provide all the proof because the proof was already out 4 years ago. And honestly, I'm done with that conversation. It's dead. It's buried. But I can't really help but wonder, Leon, and just so many questions now in my head, and they're not even like poignant to insult you, sir. They're just me for my own clarification, because if I'm being honest, dude, friends can work things out. That's just how I see it to be. But at the same time, I don't want to be caught with somebody who's going to attack me because I'm just me. Because at the end of each day, I'm just me, dude. Do you get what I'm saying?
And you do understand why I wanted nothing to do with you for the past month, whatever it was, right?
No, I really don't actually. That's the thing, that it's really diluted. Because put it this way, I will tell you that Jack sent me that screenshot that day. Okay? Jack told me, I don't know what to do with this. And I said, what do I care, dude? It's not my issue. Leon obviously threw me out with a whole entire Kadeem Viteen type of bullshit. And I still don't understand that. And I said that to him. I was very transparent and said, I really just don't understand why I'm on public enemy #1 list. But shit, dude, if that's the way I go, that's the way I go. But if you're going to drag out my name, like as if I'm a bad person for quote unquote stealing $90 from somebody when I honestly forgot to pay them back, and it's his fault that he never reminded me, and it's not my fault that he can't remind me, but it is my fault and my responsibility to then pay back interest. He made a whole rant video about it for about 45 seconds. And I'm sorry, but, you know, I don't think a big bank like Venmo is going to take your opinion of how you feel this is theft and take it into account that it actually is, when both actual parties have agreed that it was a common misunderstanding, my friend. So I'm not mad at you for anything in particular other than betraying my trust, that, you know, now Daniel Rolfe is suddenly a parent and my daughter is still talked about. And it's like, really? You have people commenting those things on a video. And you know what? I'll be honest. Yeah, I trolled you. Okay? You trolled me sometime back, so I get you back. I look at it as a fun game. Knick, knack, patty, by tag, you're it. I'm sorry that maybe you don't feel that same way. But this is really no different than how the game used to be played. If you remember how we all started with Crow Templars. If you really want to think about it, it used to be a bunch of people that would just troll on different opinions. And now it's turned to bloodshed where people actually fucking get hurt. Yeah, dude, you probably don't realize just how dangerous life can really be. I had a motherfucker the other day walk up on me because he saw my Snapchat live. Had no idea who the fuck I was. Boy got busted up real fucking quick trying for something on my kid. And all I could think about was, damn, bro, looks like internet shit is reality-based shit. And right now, I don't have enough bullets for any one of you motherfuckers. So I'm just thinking it's stupid at this point in time that this argument can keep going on and on and on. I told you, you can tread on my name all day, dude. I don't really care. You can clout chase on my name, but it's a whole different thing when you're going to clout chase on some kid. That's a whole different aspect. And I don't think you want that on your reputation. And I'm just going to be respectful and tell you that because I owe it to you to be that much civil to you because that's what you requested. Is this not civil enough for you, sir?
That's better.
Right. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
And now I have a question for you.
Okay.
After I kicked you, why did you go in someone's server and say, quote, I'm not going to go to jail because it is cracker?
Well, for two reasons, Leon. One, it's all in good humor. Because as far as I've known you, you've never identified as white. So I don't know why you're offended by a white person's term if you're not even white. Second of all, why are you offended by my word and imagery of how I said something when you guys have said something far, far worse? Let's go back to when I first met you. And this is not a jab at you, Leon. This is just to remind you of where I come from. Okay? You asked me one day if I would be willing to join the Templars. I said, sure, fine. That's cool. What's up? What do you need? And he said, well, usually we go after this and we go after that. And you explained how we did it. Then I met a guy named Dakota, and I met a guy named Jaden. And you said that they're having a problem with a guy named Jalen Marshall, who, by the way, is not the brightest person in the room, not to knock him. He is African American. So Jaden and Dakota get me in a call with him. It wasn't even 35 seconds later that I hear the words, "You stupid fucking beep, beep, beep." Can't say this shit on YouTube because we'll get canceled real fucking quick.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
just say it's
obviously.
let's just say that it's the 1950s terms that you would never call a black person coming out of a white boy's mouth. And I called him right out on the middle and I said, dude, just because you're being threatened to be doxxed does not mean you need to turn full fucking racist. So I told you about it. And you got really mad at him for that. I remember that because he wanted to diss contest me. Remember when we had that little dissing contest, Leon?
Yeah, I was there.
So put it this way. Why are you offended by the word cracker when you have friends that are openly saying shit that would get a motherfucking white boy killed in Harlem? Dare say that shit. What are you so concerned about at that point, bro? It's my opinion. Am I not allowed to have my opinion since you just threw me out? I'm sorry, but I don't get off on the short bus of thinking that way, buddy. If anything, you should have been kind of laughing at it because it's like, I can't believe he stuck the race card on me. I'm offended that he did that. Like, I'm offended he thinks I'm racist. That's how you could have taken it, but instead you're just making a big deal about it for what? I'm curious. Why? Why does it matter to you?
It's not the fact I was offended. It's how you said it.
Okay, but you know what? If I'm not going to lose sleep over you, do you want me to lie to you? I mean, you've always wanted honesty, right? Honesty. What is honesty, Leon? To not lie. So if I'm telling you I'm not going to go to jail for some cracker, you're right. I'm not going to go to jail because none of what we're doing is really going to be looked at by a judge as serious. But when you guys throw a verbatim of talking about child pornography, throwing an accusation at a pedophile, cut his ass off, cut him out of your life, get away from him, and then 5-6 months later, maybe a year later, you send a picture to someone online and you say, please don't make a big deal about this. Let's not make any gossip about this. I don't want any rumors spread. That's where your first mistake is in this. Why would you need to say that if you already trusted the friend? Because I'm sorry, but if you have to question my loyalty as a friend when I've been committed to you, maybe not in the way that you'd like, but I've still stuck my guns out for you. History teaches that, my friend. And history has taught us that snakes in the grass live among us too. And that's not me saying you're a snake, but at the end of the day, dude, I got to trust what I got to trust. And there's a lot of trust that's been broken. I'm heartbroken over, bro. That's why I've given you the whole entire spectrum that says XVP of pro Templars only. I added the little only thing because I feel like, honestly, you know, when you talk about all these people who have done wrong shit and you call them out on it, I'm so fucking mad at you. And then you're buddy with somebody who wants to shoot up a place. You're buddy with a dude that you accused of pedophilic who lewd actions with an 8-year-old. And then he's best friends with a dude that tried to cyberly groom and rape your best friend's 14-year-old daughter. And we're still talking about it to this day. And I'll give you that number if you so fucking want it, Leon. Because I guarantee you, I'm not a dumb parent. I'm not a failure of a parent. I owe it to my kids to be a better parent every day than I was yesterday. So don't ever think of me as a bad parent, because just because my life is different and your life is different and Sloppy's life is different, you know what? We're all raised differently, but we're all going to be human here, and we're all going to be human when we die. So flaw me again, flaw me a million times, with all due respect, sir, and I mean with all due respect. I don't owe you a courtesy to behave a certain way, but I'm choosing to, because you're allowing me to finally express this frustration. You have no idea how much I really want to yell at you. You have no idea how much I want to make this about me. But I owe it to you. I do. Because in a simple stroke of compassion, I've done the favor of doing the citing of my sources, like everybody claims. So, Sloppy, if you've received these screenshots, could you please share them on the screen?
Let me see if I could. Let me see.
I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you.
Yeah, let me save them and then put them into my folder. Hold on.
All right,
Well,
take
you
your
can
time,
talk.
man.
Yeah, you guys could talk for now. Let me save this image.
Do you have any more questions, Leon? Asked away, my friend. I'll answer every single one of them all day. I don't have anything but time, my friend. So let's make the most of it.
I'm just waiting for the screenshots. If I have any questions, I'll ask them after.
All right, so I'm gonna have to just read them up because I can't. I don't have my two computers. But let me see.
I'm just going to tell you the two people that I want you to read off of, just so you're
Okay.
not reading through everybody's commentary.
Okay.
Leon's comments, my comments, and then the guy name, I think it is. Let me check. His name is DCX. So
All
those
right.
three people, myself, Leon, and DCX. Everybody else, not important to me.
All right. So let me say it right now. So the first message is from Joshua X. I'm just leaving my presence known here since Leon wants to play chicken poop. Then Leon says, "Are you really that obsessed with me, Credence? Wow, get a life." And then after that, DCX, when's the last time Big Boy even acknowledged you in a live form or comment section? Oh, that doesn't even matter. I'm playing chicken shit. Yeah, keep telling yourself that, you psychopath. And then Josh says that's only 9999.999 less than Leon's D drive. um, and then Joshua says, "See ya, dirty nachos." And then Leon says, "It's comical that you're this obsessed over me for someone that doesn't care about drama. You're spending a lot of time investing in it. Fuck off." And then let me go more up. There's more screenshots. Another one. All right. This one, I think it's the same thing. Yeah, there's only two of them. I don't know.
Oh,
One's the
let me just make sure that I have that.
Yeah, there's two of them that I got sent, and I don't know what part. There's I don't know if it's the Chase's stream, maybe. I don't know. It seems like it's Chase's stream.
Yeah, one of them was Chase's. I'm not sure if that's the one.
Mm. Oh, so what did you say that Credence is upset about, Leon?
Like, I saw him run his mouth, so I felt the need to defend myself. So that's why I was pretty much on the chat there. It might have been Chase's or Kadeem's. I think it was either of the two.
What did you say? That something he's saying something about. You said something about his daughter.
I think it was mainly DCX that was saying something about the daughter, but I had DCX blocked, so I couldn't see what exactly he said.
Oh, DCX. That guy is always everywhere. So for a guy that says he doesn't like being around drama, he's typically around drama. Which, like I said, I don't. It's all cool for me. He could join whatever. Oh, YKJ, the guy that gives his daughter's phone number to random people online. What a failure father he is. I think that's what he was trying to say.
Yeah, that was from DCX.
Nah. All right, let me see who. Oh, okay, hold on. Where you at?
As
Okay.
I couldn't see
All
a
right,
majority of
sorry about that. I actually hit
as I
back on my
couldn't
phone.
see a majority of DCX's comments on that stream because I have that account blocked.
Okay, but at the same time, Leon, my question to you is, who is that to you? Is that a friend, a family member, or who is it?
It's some random troll that's well known in the community.
Right, because this is somebody who would obviously have to know a lot about my incident with Daniel that night, huh? I mean, I don't know if any random troll would just know about that. I mean, that's a pretty methodical troll. If you are that troll, I give you props. But if you're not that troll, you're just stupid at this point because you're begging to literally get hurt. And that's not a threat to anybody, but this is a problem. This is a problem on the internet all the time. All bark and no bite. Well, I bite all day. But my question to you, Leon, is like, how do you even, like, how do I know for sure? Because if you think about it, you really kicked out a lot of people that were original status with you very quickly and very swiftly. And it just really is apparent to me that, some of these people don't even realize that like their days could be numbered in your group, and maybe that's how you have it. But I'm sorry, but I don't think of that as a troll. So I don't know if I'm supposed to take that as lie or truth. I mean, how can you reassure me that's really what it is? I mean, I just went out of my way to prove my point to you. So could you please provide the same transparency? That if that really is a troll, be honest and say it's a troll. I want somebody else's opinion to validate that status. That they can validate that that is a random troll that just happened to know my name and about my daughter's phone. Because if anybody knows anything about that video, let's watch it back. Let's watch it back in real fucking time. It's 3 hours long. Let's watch it back because you'll notice that I answer a phone call. I even said on video, hold on, guys. He's actually calling my daughter's phone. And I actually hold up the fucking phone because I took my phone away from my kid because he scared the shit out of her. I'm sorry, but you're not a parent. That's my first instinct, is to take away something that's bothering my kid if it's bothering them. So please be honest and transparent and tell the truth.
Not sure if you're seeing the comments, but even Chase is telling you that DCX is a troll.
Dude, I'm not asking literally for somebody to back up that claim. I want to hear it from you. I just want honesty, dude. That's all I really want out of this. Because at this point in time, you got to be honest at some point. Because you're going to lose everything. And I've already lost everything, dude. I've buried a wife. I nearly lost a kid to some fucking psycho over the internet. I know life is tough for you. But life is tougher on everybody at some point. Something stuck out to me not too long ago when you were on the live. You said YKJ was only a Crow Templar when it was convenient for him. That's very true. I wasn't always convenient. But at the same time, I got to be a parent, dude. And I thought maybe, just maybe, we have a little bit more fun than we do with drama.
That was partially the reason I said that, because I was acknowledging that fact.
But that's not how you spun that. You said it, and it's fine that you did. But you said it in a way that makes it sound like it's basically, this guy's a fair weather friend. You can't trust him. You can't do anything with him. And I learned that very quickly. I learned very quickly with you, I am very expendable. Do you know how I know that?
Proceed.
Do you remember the day where you were talking about your tax incomes? Of how much money you...
Again with that?
Hold on. You allowed it, so let's talk about this for a second. I mean,
what does that have to do with this situation?
It has everything to do with the situation, if you let me explain, Leon. I mean, please, just don't yell at me, dude. I'm not yelling at you.
I'm not yelling at you.
But you are. I don't like your tone. Please calm down your tone.
Right, my bad.
Thank you. Thank you. So put it this way, Leon. On that day, you told me you got X amount of dollars. Therefore, you were going to make X amount of dollars back. And it's really interesting because I personally, as a person who makes money, I don't want to air that stuff online. And I just said, cool, I guess. I wasn't trying to be dismissive. I just was not sure as to take it. I mean, it was really catching me off guard. And when it catches me off guard, I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to say, oh my God, that's fucking awesome, dude. Dope, cool. When really my gut instinct is like, why would you ever want to talk about that in public? Like 101, like why? And I spooked and I said to you, oh, well, that's cool, I guess. And you're like, what? You're not happy for me? It's not that I'm not happy for you, dude. It's just that like I don't put that stuff out there. I'm sorry, but I don't. And I don't think that's the numbers right. You might want to check with your lawyer, whatever. And you even said, yeah, I'm going to call him tomorrow. And then I just simply said to you at that point in time, I said, all right, have a good day. I don't really want to talk about this. And you're like, wow, dude, you can't even be fucking happy for me. Yeah, your ass is gone. 2 seconds later, I'm blocked by half of your community. Half. And for what, dude? Just because I don't share the same enthusiasm? I mean, at that point in time, Leon, that's when I knew something in your life has definitely changed. And if I'm going to be a part of your life,
he's in the chat right now.
Hold on. And when I literally learned that, I didn't want to be around you. So I just laid low. You know, I took time off. I spent time with my kids. You know, let them live their life. Drama free. I'm living drama free. Then the whole Kadeem thing happens, and all I asked was what happened. Literally. At that point in time, what has happened? And next thing you know, I'm not going to dumb myself down to a 5-year-old. Okay? All I did was ask. Yeah, I got mistreated because I got a little psycho. I'm like, dude, you come with disrespect, you get disrespect back. That's the rule of thumb. That's for anybody. That's for anybody in general. That's just rules 101. Come with respect and don't come at all. I mean, Sloppy, am I wrong?
For sure.
I'm for sure wrong.
No, I'm saying.
No. I was going to say, like, I'm for sure wrong on that.
No, I'm saying, no, respect. If you come with respect, you get respect. If you come with disrespect, then you reciprocate what you give, you know?
I mean, Leon, if I'm being fair, dude.
YKJ.
I'm sorry?
You want to know why I said that to you?
No, I mean, I don't know why. That's why I'm asking you.
The reason I said that to you, because I tried explaining it like 2-3 times. No matter what answer I gave, it wasn't enough.
But Leon, you have to understand when you just simply sit there and you say he's an SJW. Well, I don't know what that means to you. I don't know why that's a problem to you. That's why I'm asking. Because honestly, I don't make internet beef, dude. I'm a real life thug. I don't need internet beef. That shit's bogus as fuck all fucking day. Put that on Graveshire. Like,
you
seriously.
Really want to know the reason why I went at him? He's been obsessing over another YouTuber for months.
Okay, but Leon, here's the thing. Can I talk clearly to you for 1 second, please? Just think about this for a second. You are mad at him because he's obsessed with a YouTuber for a few months. But you're not mad at Kyle for being obsessed with a minor on the perspective that he then wanted to shoot somebody, on top of the fact that he wanted people to spam this girl's inbox, on top of what other fuck shit he did in his life. And that's not a mark on you, Leon, but it just really doesn't add up to me to believe that you'd be that much more annoyed with Kadeem than you would be with the latter. Because if the latter was to be a real life person that brought a gun to that furry con or whatever the hell he wanted to shoot up, I'm going to tell you right now, you would be on NBC giving the interview of your life to talk about Kyle and who he was to you. Maybe not in the most positive way because he actually followed through, but maybe on the simple fact that just like that kid on the news who talked about Trump shooting, man, that kid was a loner, bro. Like, that's not a suck. That's not a suck. It's just not a suck to be a loner. I get it, Leon. I really do. And I sympathize heavily for you and Kyle. But when people start talking that shit, there's a whole different spectrum of me that I don't think any of you really understand what goes off in my head. What goes off in my head is called PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Ever heard of it?
Who hasn't? Most Marines
Well,
have
I'm
when
just
they come back.
don't I didn't attack you, buddy. I'm just asking if you've ever heard of it. Okay, I'm just asking.
I'm sorry.
Not everybody has.
Forgive me for raising my voice. Let me rephrase that. Who hasn't? Most Marines
Thank
have it when
you,
they come back.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, in my mind of PTSD, I've seen a lot of combat in my day, and I've seen a lot of urban people get shot and killed too. Okay? I don't know if you've ever seen motherfucker get his head blown off at 2 feet, 10 feet, whatever the fuck. I've seen it. Okay? I've seen motherfuckers jump out of their car and get shot. I've seen my best friend die in my fucking arms after getting shot on the porch, dude. That's my PTSD. So when a motherfucker talks about the variation of violence, like Kyle does, how can I not react? Especially since that's somebody that's my friend, or I looked at as a friend at that point. Like, what bells and whistles do not scream, this is not good, healthy, no, deranged, murder, violence, blood, gore, natural born killers, all for a publicity stunt? Because that's what it would be about. He would make it a publicity stunt. Let's film it on TikTok Live, get all the followers, get all the vibes. Dude, I'm not mad at anybody for having their own opinion of what they want their videos to be. But when you drag people into that type of drama, you can't expect everybody to then want to stay with you throughout the end. Because, put it this way, the simple statement says it best. The friend of your friend is my enemy. See what I'm saying there? I mean, you're a smart guy, Leon. I know that you're not like me smart. But I know that you're smart enough to know the simple wrongs from right and right from wrong. I told you that this would be the biggest downfall of your life because, put it this way, so many people, myself included, people like Jaden, people like Dakota, people like Dice, people like Jack, people like Sloppy, people who take time to listen to you are two types of people. People who think you're dead to rights wrong and should be accosted at all costs. And then there's people who feel that you are literally the closest thing to God and you can do no wrong, even when you are own flawed by your own rulings. This is really sad because I feel like I'm at a funeral. You know what kind of funeral I really feel like I'm at, Leon?
What?
I feel like I'm at the funeral of my best friend. Have you ever had one of those funerals?
Can't say I have.
So put it this way, when a best friend dies, a best friend was somebody that was memorable to you, somebody that was admirable, trusting, loyal, distinctive, and honest. I've served with a lot of honest people in my life, and a lot of them are no longer alive. And that's really sad because I think they would be doing wonderful things if they were still here. Whatever people go through is whatever people go through. But once you say goodbye, you say goodbye. But Leon, this is where you and I are a little bit different. You ready?
Go ahead.
In my line of work, in my life, when you get called for, you get sent for. Do you know what that means?
Not really, no.
It means that you get called by the boss. The boss calls you and says, hey, I got a job for you. Okay, cool. You got a job for me. So you drive out, you put your jewelry away, you put your money in the bank, you give it to your kids, you give it to your wife, or do whatever, and you walk into a room 20 minutes later and you're shot dead. Now, who shot you? Your best friend. Because it's your best friend that will always stab you in the back. It is your best friend that will always guide you through every situation to navigate a better way for you to thrive. That is what a best friend should be doing. A best friend should not be yelling and screaming like unhinged. Dude, if you were going to talk about psycho, when was the last time I really got unpsycho and unhinged? Because I'm going to tell you, the last 4 years, I've been pretty stoned for the most part. So come on. Give this stoner some credit for trying to find a better high. Okay? Maybe it's not the high you want, but hey, it gets me by. Sloppy, any questions, sir?
Nope, just listening. I'm just letting one-on-one talks. I'm just moderating just in case it gets too wild. But I could see that it's been pretty civil.
Thank you. I appreciate your observation, sir.
For sure.
Leon, next question, please.
Were you serious about the friendship offer the first time?
I'm sorry about what?
You said in one of the live chats that
You crazy.
you said in one of the live chats, forgot which one, that if we were to make amends, we would be friends, but you would have no part of whatever I was a part of. Were you
Yeah,
actually serious about
that's been the understanding from the get go, bro. I even offered that to you after you blocked me after your taxes type of bullshit. I said to you, look, I'll be your friend if you am, but you cannot treat me like that. And not only that, Leon, but put it this way. You're a tough and ready person that's willing to dish out any pain of any verbiage you throw at somebody. I know it. I've seen it. I've known you for over 7 years, guy. Don't act like I don't know you. But I'm going to tell you something. If you really think of me as a deranged, unhumanly fit type of psychopathic motherfucker, then I'm probably the best one to be on your side at that point in time, because then I have nothing to lose. But at the same time, Leon, you don't get to abuse. I decide if I'm a good boy or a bad boy. You don't get to decide that, sir. Remember, I'm older than you, so that would be kind of weird if, no offense, little boy over here telling grown-ass man how to live his life. That'd be kind of weird, wouldn't it?
All right, all right. Any last words, Credence? We gotta add a couple more people in, and then Fire Lord at the end.
Yeah, all I got is one really big amount of words. And I'm just going to condense it very simply so Leon can digest it. Okay?
All right.
So I got a question for you, Ese. Plata or plomo?
Go ahead.
There you go. Plata or plomo. Make your choice. Enjoy. Oh, and Sloppy, you speak Spanish, so I'm sure you can translate that for me, right?
Yeah, I know what it is.
Okay. Thank you, Pablo Escobar.
For sure.
Hey, mamacita, I'm getting out of here like a gringo. Yeah.
All right, for
See you
sure, man.
motherfucking
Tell me
dirty
what he
nachos
said.
later.
Let me answer that before he leaves.
All right.
Plata o plomo, ese. Choose wisely, my friend.
Do you know what that means, Leon?
No.
It means
Then you probably
friend.
shouldn't answer it.
Yeah, friend or foe.
Yeah, you decide, bro. Plata, silver, plomo, lead. You decide. And believe me, that's not a threat, buddy. That's just me telling you that, like, you get to decide in this moment if you really want to show me what a good friend you actually can be, and you can call off your little lapdogs about the shit about my daughter. Because I'll give a number out right here, boys. You ready? Take
Nope.
your pen and paper.
No, do
Ready?
it. I'm gonna take you out.
281.
No numbers. Hell no.
And
Not
to
playing
answer
it.
his question, if you're still listening, I'll be your friend.
All right, you guys could talk on Discord because, yeah, no giving out numbers.
Yeah.
Not even. All right, let me add him up, and then ZTV. Cubix gonna be quick, so join in if you
Holy
want.
shit! Who the fuck was that guy?
Credence.
Bro, that guy is a fuck. No, dude, like, not even like that. That dude that was just talking is a fucking wankster, bro. Dude,
Crazy.
fucking
So,
wankster.
all right. So what's up? What do you?
Waste of fucking human space.
Nah, don't say
Can't
that.
fucking debate anyone. He just fucking dude. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah. So what's up, Cubix? Before ZTV shows up, what do you need to say?
Oh, I love ZTB. Tell him I love him. But like
Yeah.
that dude before me, man, fuck that dude. He's a fucking waste of space.
Crazy.
He can't debate no one. Fuck that dude. Like, are you fucking kidding me? That might be your dude. I commend you. If that's your boy, that's your boy. But like, fuck, dude. That dude had no fucking conversational fucking debates. He had nothing. He's a fucking loser, and he can go suck some balls.
Mm-hmm.
But like, dude, like honestly, me and him might get along. I don't know, but like,
Yeah.
dude, that was fucking ridiculous. Like this motherfucker, he talked all that shit and then dipped out. What a fucking pussy!
Mm.
Big
No,
old pussy lips.
well, I told him there's a one-on-one Cubix. It's one-on-one with Leon. It's not a one-on-one against each other because then it's gonna turn into just.
Well, Leon's dealt with some shit for the past hour, and Leon has his own shit to deal with. But that motherfucker, like that you just had on, dude, that motherfucker is fucking bitch made, bro. Like, dude, what a fucking pussy.
Well, next
Big
time he
old
shows
pussy lips.
next time he shows up, then you guys could have a chat about that.
Dude, tell him fucking give him I'll give him my Facebook, bro. Fuck that motherfucker. That motherfucker is what a fucking weirdo, bro. What a weirdo.
All right, Cubix, I gotta put you back because ETB is here. So
yeah, no, I don't know. By the way, you subscribe to Cubix. Fuck that fucking weirdo that was on here.
For sure.
He has big old pussy lips, you know.
All right.
Wow. Sloppy, I think this is the first time I'm here, but
What's
how
up?
you doing, man? What's going on?
Pretty good. Just here enjoying the day.
I know you have one hell of a show. You're going to get a lot of people watching. Welcome to my world. This is what I have to go through every time I stream.
It's all good. I don't mind.
Jerry. That's how it is. Yeah. But Leon, I'm gonna get back to you. I'm glad Firelord is here because I actually spoke with him this week. We had a very long, intimate conversation, and no, it wasn't sex, but it was something that he really was bothering. It was bothering him. The reason why he was afraid to even confront you is because it's not the fact that he's scared of you necessarily. It's because he valued your trust. He valued your honesty. He valued you as a friend. And it bothered him. It bothered him so much to know that someone who he idolized for such a long period of time, for many, many years, would do something so dumb and stupid like that. You know? When people got on me by having Junko on my panel 3 years ago, you're lucky it was on the opposite end of the effect in comparison to how you're getting it now, because they didn't label you as a groomer or any other thing or try to smear you in that way. They just think that you just made a stupid decision. With me, it was the opposite. I didn't get that same treatment. So I'm telling you from one end to the other, make this a right thing. You know Junko is a pedophile, okay? You know Hero is a pedophile. And now confirmed, now Kyle is a pedophile. All three of them, it's a triple kill. It's a triple kill and a no-brainer. So if you want to make things right as far as your reputation and also heal and amend your friends who actually give a fuck about you and care about you, like Firelord who's coming in, then I think the best thing to do is just apologize. And say that, you know, you were sorry for how I treated you, and I was a terrible friend for putting you on the spot and making you feel like you were just a horrible person for outing me and doxing me and putting all these info out so that the world will know about what goes on with me and Junko.
That's why I didn't exactly force it on him. That's why I more or less waited until he was comfortable and ready to say something.
He wasn't comfortable because he was scared, because he didn't want to lose you as a friend, and he was conflicted. The guy was crying to me. He was crying to Sloppy. He was crying to a lot of people because you put him in a hot spot, because if he says something, he's scared that this may happen, which he's outed publicly, which is what happened. Or if he doesn't say something, then it's going to look like he's complicit with taking the picture with Junko and that he knew about it. He just didn't want to do anything about it, which will make him look like a pedophile sympathizer. And he was conflicted. It was two emotions he was going through. It was either doing the right thing or destroying your friendship. And that's why he was psychologically frustrated. He was unsure of what to do, because he cares about you, but then he also cares about justice. He also cares about doing the right thing. So it was hard for him to discern and decide. So you put him in a very, very tough spot. But this is the second option where, you defamed him and you got it out your system and you were angry at the fact that he revealed it. It's a no-brainer at this point. Now that you got it out, when he comes in, if you are really truly caring about Firelord, if you really do care about Firelord, and if he's not just some Serbian fuck that you decided to throw out there, the best thing for you to do is to just, be man to man and talk to him and be like, listen, man, I was a terrible friend to you. Just like how I talked with Dark Master. When I hurt Dark Master, I put him out the spot and I made him feel like he was a horrible friend. And it took me a year for me to actually even get the opportunity to speak back with Dark Master. The best thing you can do right now is to just be a man about it and just say, listen, dude, I fucked up. I made a mistake. I did something because I wasn't thinking or because I let my ego get to me. And it hurted our friendship. It hurted my integrity. It hurted a lot of things with how I navigate my life. And I just want you to know that I didn't mean to hurt you as a friend, because I know you were a good friend before this whole thing. And I just want to say I'm sorry for blasting you and putting you on the spot as well. And from right then and there, you will show a huge amount of growth. And that's it.
I will apologize to Philo, but if I may say something in terms of Kyle, I'm not going to abandon someone who's actually been there for me when others were not.
I understand, and I get that. And I think you're talking about, who you're talking about, Kyle or Junko?
Kyle.
Okay, so Kyle, I understand that Kyle is someone who had your back, and that's commendable. But what's not commendable is the whole pedophile allegations that are happening. Again, this goes back to where do you stand? Do you stand on the friendship or do you stand on accountability? And that was something that you need to, it looks bad because you're a public figure. It's not like Kyle is not on YouTube or nobody knows about Kyle. He's a known person on the interwebs and you're a known person on YouTube. So people know who you are. So when people see that correlation, it's going to be a conflict, because then people are going to say, where are your morals, dude? Where are your values in? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all that's really all I wanted to say, because Firelord is probably going to say the rest of the stuff. He's like the grand finale, but I just wanted to come here because I wanted to let you know, this is probably the only thing that will make me have a huge amount of respect. If you do that, if you, just take accountability, put the ego aside. I have an ego too. ZTB, you have to take consideration into the low life scum would like to see nothing better than to see you fail in life.
I'm not sure how much of the stream you were watching, but I pretty much went over everything, taking accountability, and I'm speaking as the person behind the channel, not as the character like I usually do.
That's good, because what you have to do is you have to put that ego, that personality aside, and just be more upfront and honest. That's all I ask for. Accountability. That's all I really want, because Firelord is going to pour his heart out and he's going to start to get very, very emotional and passionate about his feelings. Trust and believe, I've heard it enough. He's going to get very emotional, and I hope you're ready for that, because once he opens up, you're going to get a show. And you too, Sloppy, you're going to get a show too.
Damn. Well,
yeah, he's really going to go in. But this is his moment, But one thing I'm going to tell you before I go is that, you know what to do to make a wrong thing right. It's very easy, Even though you are not involved with children, even though you're not involved with their escapades, you're tied to them guilty by association. And if you want to make a wrong thing right, either you call out the person and you try to see if they improve, or you just cut them out of your life. That's just my point of view. If I know someone who's a pedophile and it was previously a friend of mine, I'll cuss them out. I'll say, what the fuck are you doing? And I'll terminate the friendship, and that would be the right thing to do. Because I don't want to have that person, because my morals is nothing of the sort. And I would not want to allow myself to continue to be friends with someone who involved themselves with that, even regardless of what they have done. you know? Because I know friendships can be powerful. It could be something that, it's hard for you to actually, put your friends out there. It's hard for you. It's like if Kevin would have done something and Kevin would have got himself involved into something and I would have to speak about it. And if Kevin were to be in that situation, I'd probably have to end my friendship with Kevin because I couldn't be friends with Kevin after that. Even though Kevin has been a longtime friend with mine, if Kevin were to do something like that, I would have to end our friendship and I would definitely have to call him out because it would be part of my accountability, right? But fortunately, Kevin has not been involved in anything like that. So this is just a decision that you have to make, and it's a lot on your plate. But I hope in the end you'll make the right decision, and that's all I ask for, dude.
And you're about to find out in just a few minutes.
Okay, well, Sloppy, I won't hold your time up. I'll let the main
Sure.
event happen. Thank you guys for having me, and hopefully you'll see me this week because I want to do a stream with Omega. So catch it on the flip side. Dead
For
ass,
sure.
man. All right, man.
see
I'll
you
let
guys
Fire
next
Lord take
week.
over. See you, bro.
For sure.
See you guys.
All right. Well, without further ado, it starts somewhere and it ends somewhere. So the ending and beginning, or beginning and end. Here we go.
I never expected it would have to eventually come down to this. Had it not, Leon.
Where do I even begin?
No, I must start. Where do I even begin with this? For the past 13 years, I would not even make a comedy out of this, but 13 years is what I consider an unlucky number. You would not consider it an unlucky number because you don't care about that. I'm going to try to be as civil as I can. All right? But for 13 years, you and I have known each other for at least 13 years. On our older days of when we were young, I was around 15 years old when you were that old. So even then, we remember our good times when we had at you, myself, and Mark the Nordic Wolf. Everything that we had fun for. It doesn't just it just didn't have to be a wrestling stuff that I used to come around with. But I know for a fact that we used to hang around for so long on our older days. But now, 13 years later, everything has coming crashing down unless you make a right decision. So let's go back to all the way from the beginning. I already mentioned it. For 13 years, we've met through Skype, which I can able to recall that. But first, I met Mark in 2009, all the way to 2009. Now, mind you, Sloppy, this is a different era when we were living in. I want to make that abundantly clear. Okay? I've known Mark first, either 2009, 2010. Then I met you through 2011. For 2011, that's how I met you through Mark. And that's how we began our friendship. We forged it. So that is the only time that I was able to remember, or should I say recall that. Now, all the way up until this point, we should say we count around 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, up until this. I've realized what I call it, but that does not necessarily mean that I'm a saint of all this. Because I'm not. And I never have, never will be. Because I come out as a different person who I used to be. And unless something that you would do something, and I'm sorry, but it's to be somewhat right, you're going to have to make a decision whether you'll actually apologize to me or not. Yes, what I made, and you're actually right. I was partially to be blamed for it for what I said when you took a picture of Marcus. That to me, I found that to be extremely disgusting. I don't care what anyone else says to me. Because anyone who associates themselves with a known pedophile is an automatic guilt unless they rescind it. And I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to raise my voice. But this is where it has to come down to this. I helped you. I helped you for some things of what you needed me to do. And I needed to appreciate that for what I actually helped you with. And you should be appreciative of what I actually helped you with in some things that you would have appreciated me for. However, those things have changed. And sometimes it can never be. I ain't going to be honest with you. The way I have been acting was stupid of me. But this isn't going to change the fact of how we've gone forward. I helped you in ousting Marcus for some things that he should have never done. And I remember you were going to ask me about that, Leon. What you're asking me about, what the context was of Marcus. The one that I helped you with last year, all the way to the summer of 2023. You were going to ask me that, Leon?
I'm letting you finish.
No, I was simply just asking you. Oh, that's all.
Could you repeat that one more time? I'm sorry. I was just letting you talk.
Okay. I remember you were asking me about how the context actually was when I was helping you ousting Marcus all the way to the summer of 2023 last year. I was the one you were asking me about that question, were you not?
I do recall that.
Well, looking back for my chat logs, and I say this, I'm looking back for my chat logs that I have. This all stemmed from the fact that I got this from a necessary source of which I refused to hand out for a particular reason. Is because of one source that came to me, which unfortunately is now officially deleted because he was screaming, because Marcus was screaming out of his lungs. He was talking to two individuals that he should have never done that. Because what actually happened is something that I well, actually not know of, but I wasn't made aware of it until he made that video, which it was called MXT. Yes, MXT channel, which was an alternate account what Marcus used to go by. So that was the one that I found. I was the one who found that out. And this was posted 2017. Again, unfortunately, the video is now delayed and it cannot be seen, although you can watch it from Mr. Money AD, because he actually have it archived, or streamed it, I should say. He was screaming the top of his lungs that he even claimed himself that he was going to get himself arrested for what he said. For simply communicating, or should I say, knowingly sexually communicating with a no pedophile. Well, actually, excuse me, let me rephrase it. For sexually role-playing with an 8-year-old girl. So, I couldn't even figure it out, although I can tell you, secretly, I thought that Marcus was a pedophile. At first, I didn't really believe about. At first, I really didn't think much about it because I didn't believe that he was a pedophile. But secretly, in the back of my head, I realized I felt that something is wrong with him. I couldn't say anything about it because I just couldn't pinpoint it exactly. And now, all the way until 2023, I come to find out that he was in fact a pedophile. Now, funny enough, and even I can definitely recall that, something that even ZTB said that. ZTB even had Marcus in the stream in 2021, at least 4 times, had exactly what ZTB was saying to me. And funny enough, we should have ousted him long ago when we had a chance, but we didn't really actually do that because you even allowed him to be on your stream, which even then, that's partially my fault and it's partially your fault for not actually do what you should have had. We all have our responsibilities. We'll own up to our responsibility, but mostly I should take the blame for that, for what I should have done. Next thing I know, it's rather surprising that it took this so long to actually ban him from the Crow Templars because of what he did. But that's not the only thing that had happened. There were other cases that I wish there was evidence to prove of the claim, but it got deleted for some reason. So I'll give you the rundown of it. For some reason, Marcus thought that he was talking to, let's just say, he thought he was talking to a hot 13-year-old girl. But then come to find out, he was talking, and I say talking, before he was actually talking to an adult, pretending to be a minor. And when he saw that, he raged like an actual gorilla. Now, this was way before this was even happening. So, I couldn't even fathom what I was hearing about this. I couldn't even fathom what I was hearing about that. So this is where it actually comes down to this. And quite frankly, and I'll actually get to that in just a minute. To be quite frank with you, you were right. It's partially my fault for actually saying to anybody else, for saying this particular picture. You showed this to me, Leon, and to several others. I could even name a few of them: Darkless, Myron, and several others who I said it to after you sent that picture to me, because I felt disgusted. And if you honestly felt like it, that I was freaking out, under your assumption, you would be correct. But this was entirely different, because I was genuinely disgusted. And you even said at one point that you didn't want these rumors to be spread around, even though to me, I felt absolutely disgusted. And I'm going to stand up to myself for what is right. Anyone who associates themselves with a pedophile is automatic guilt, because I have more integrity, more than you ever will. So unless you want to make a decision corrected by mend your ways or by not associating known pedophiles, sometimes the friendship is not going to fix it. And people who will support you within, and any people who are still going to associate with you even after this stream is over, you have this cult-like mentality there. And I don't want to come across as a bit of a dick, but it does seem like the way it is. You have this cult-like mentality. Actually, no. You have this something to know. You have this what's called, and I'm going to coin this term, you have this Homelander complex. If you do not understand what Homelander complex is, you wouldn't be able to know. But allow me to explain. Homelander is a particular character from the boys, Amazon Prime. And to put it like this, he'll kill anyone who doesn't like him because he wants to be adored by the public. He'll kill anyone in his way, which is exactly what you're behaving right now. But this wouldn't make it a logistical sense to you because you don't actually acknowledge that. However, because of this, and I say this because of this, your influence your influence, and I don't like to use that word, and I don't like to even accuse you for that, but your influence caused my actions to be bad. And for this, I blame myself for not even trying to do what was supposed to be right. And because of this, and because of you, I don't ask people for forgiveness unless they actually choose not to. And if people don't like what I actually have to say, someday their friendship will never be resolved. Particularly because of your influence. However, if you need to, and I will absolutely acknowledge ahead of my time, I'm hypocritical of myself. But that does not necessarily mean that I can be a human. We all make mistakes. We all do. But to make matters worse, I honestly felt, but there's no particular. This is all of my actions, but this is all because of you. And that's actually through influence. Influence is what made me cause the two bad things to do it. And I would take the fall for it. And I simply cannot in good conscience take that burden, all of it because of you. And it does not justify it for what I actually did because of you. And if there's anything that you would have had, and I'm trying my damnedest not to shed my tear because of what had actually happened. And I don't want to come across as a fake fool. But I'll be frank with you, and even from the bottom of my heart, if you truly wish to if you truly, and I say honestly, wish you would have done something that would have been different and never caused another not cause another problems, because all you do, and even though you don't want to acknowledge and you don't care about anything because all you do is drama, even though I helped you in some things, I should be guilty of it. But that my guilt is not entirely blamed squarely upon me. It should be blamed squarely upon you. Because you, I'm sorry to say this, if our friendship meant nothing to you, and you just threw our friendship like it was nothing, then do you honestly wish to continue this war, even behind the scenes and everything? Is this what you truly wish to be? Maybe it's time to face the harsh reality. Sometimes you don't care about anyone but yourself. And this is the saddest reality. What we have to obey. If you honestly wish to continue to be an enemy, who I stood for you, I actually see you as my longtime friend for 13 years. And yet you see me as an expendable. Nothing will change. And it doesn't change the fact of who I am. If people isn't going to forgive me for what I've done. And to address this for Amir, not once would I got in trouble in his writing community. I would have never do so, but because of that, if he's going to be mad at me, so be it. But to go back to you, Leon. This is what you have to make a decision. And I'm sorry to say this, but even ZDB's right. You have to make a decision whether you choose to apologize or not. And people who continue to side with you, even after you apologize to me, it won't change anything. Because at this point, maybe some of us shouldn't be friends at all. And to this, now it falls to you, Leon. And I'm damn ashamed, but and I'm damn ashamed for who I truly was. And if nobody wants to owe an apology, then you don't deserve an apology unless you realize that the serenity you should have had in you. And quite frankly, I should be beyond disappointed. Beyond disappointed. Anyone who says that I should be an alleged pedophile, unless you have a valid proof to say that I'm a known pedophile, you don't get to say so. And don't even think for a moment that I'm a known pedophile, because there's no factual proof to prove that. Know this. I'm going to have to use this as an objection. What you say this here, from this point onward, I'm going to use objection. And I'm going to use this objection. So I'm going to ask this. I'm going to ask you this, Leon. When did you ever actually start to associate yourself with a known pedophiles, even though you may not wish to answer my question because you choose not to? That means you're showing a display of silence, already admitting of guilt. And I should be the one that I should question everything. Nothing would make me change my model and even on my stance on any particular pedophiles. Because anyone who associates themselves with a known pedophile and defending a known pedophile, even though never should have been that way, I'm sorry, but we shouldn't even be friends anymore because of that. And it won't change my stance on who I am. It won't change my stance on who I am. What my stance on pedophiles, what my stance on Marcus, and everything. Everything you hear from my mouth, if you won't do the right thing, what does ZTB ask you to do? If you won't make amends to me, if you won't apologize to me, then you're going to continue to be an enemy. No matter how many times I try to say this to you, and it will always fall on deaf ears. And I don't think anything will, and I don't think change. So Sloppy,
What's up?
what good would it do for me after I said everything for what I said?
You need a response.
Yes.
How do you respond, Leon?
I was waiting for him to finish.
I finished my sentence.
Okay, let me address some of the things you said. First off, the only reason you do realize you're the one that actually told me about Junko in the first place, right?
Yes, and I was very well aware of that, and even I was the one who sent you that, at least from my memory.
My point being, had you not told me about Junko several months ago like you did, we wouldn't be here right now.
We wouldn't be, and you'd be right.
Second, I never said you were a pedo. I said you associated with a minor in the past.
With a no minor.
That being Bliss Quinn.
Anyone who says that to me is a lie.
So you mean to tell me you and Bliss Quinn never accused Dakota of something he wasn't?
Funny how nobody even said that to me, or even addressed it.
Actually, Chayton was the one who actually called you out for it, and you ended up doing a video on it, remember?
Even if I did make a video on that, I honestly do not God damn it. This is why anybody who wishes to be an enemy, that's by their own choices. Anyone who spreads a rumor like this is a known liar. I would absolutely dispel that rumor.
Then let me ask you this question. Why lie to me when you left the server?
Why lie to you? I voluntarily left your server. I've made my decision. But to say I was lying to you, I wasn't going to stay. I wasn't going to actually lie. But I couldn't stay at the fact that you were taking a picture with Marcus, and you said that was actually his idea. I'm beyond disappointed. I'm beyond disappointed. And I do have a right to say so. Because you don't take a picture with a known pedophile, even if it's only just a short 2 minutes. This to me should have raised a red flag.
Also, another thing. Let me tell you something. You have no authority to be going around telling people not to tell me anything. As you know, I would have found out about it regardless.
And you're right. I should have never done that. But that doesn't justify anything at what I seen. Nothing. And I say nothing. And I'm dumb. And I've been taking advantage of it because of you. Because of you. I'll never earn my reputation back.
What reputation? You never have one.
Even if you do say so, yours are less than anything. And because of my reputation that has been lost because of that, it doesn't make any difference. Monkey see, monkey do. Monkey see, monkey do.
But I will apologize for one thing. And that is bring your father into the equation. I only did because of how you reacted.
Even if your apology is genuine, that it doesn't bring sincerity. It doesn't bring sincerity. And to be frank with you, you never should have made that. And I don't care what anyone else says to me. I'm done using my victim card, because anybody who says that is a known fool. And I don't care what anyone else says. And I'm not even trying to pretend to be someone I'm not. Even you, Leon, said what you said in your own older stream 4 years ago. You said, I'm not pretending to be someone I'm not. How do you justify your own words when you say you don't pretend to be someone you're not? How do you justify that?
When was I ever justifying that?
You even said at one point in your own stream, when you dealt during the coronavirus era happened, you said yourself, and I quote, I'm not pretending to be someone I'm not. I'm going to have to ask you this hard-hitting question. Have you actually pretended to be someone that you're not?
Never have. But you have.
I don't pretend to be someone I'm not. And I'm done acting like that I'm
really?
not.
Oh, really? Just like how you said you were in ethnicity you were not, just to impress a Scottish voice actress?
You have no idea. You have no idea. But that's not even relevant to that.
Oh, yes, it is. You dare to ask me if I'm pretending to be someone I'm not when you did literally the same thing. Terry McGarrell, ring a bell?
That was only for a short few months. I am aware of that. But I don't even acknowledge that because that only just ceased to exist. It ceased to exist. And I'm here for a different reason. You threw our friendship away. Again, I'll say this one last time. You never carried our friendship because of that. And to say this one more thing before I even say, Kyle also decided to not to be friends with. Even I knew him for 15 years. And I'm sorry to say, but if you decide to be ill with Mark, sorry. But you have lost my respect forever. It can never be brought back again. All those good times we had, Leon, everything we have been trying to have, all of it. I'm sorry, but this time, you have threw our friendship away, not me. I think at this point, maybe it's time for us to go our separate ways. However, this time, this will be on the, even I have had to say this. You have broken, and I say this, you have broken a cardinal rule that you never should have had. And do you know what that is? By associating yourself with a known pedophile. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't care what anyone else says. I'm not going to continue to go after anybody else. If people are going to continue to hate me and not liking me, that's their choice. Myron, Darkless, a few other people who chooses to continue to side with you. And I'm sorry to say this, but they have already made that choice. And it might be too late for them. I don't care what anyone else says. If they really think that they want to have a bone to pick with me, they already had their chance. I don't have any more to say to you. Your apology is insincere when you decide to go after my father. You need to do more than just that. You have to do more than just that. Until you realize that what you actually did was legitimately wrong. Nothing, and I say nothing, would make me change my mind about you. Or make me change my mind on Mark. Because what he did, even by having a smash or pass up for those known minors, well, for those anime characters that are minors, that's out of the picture for good. And
Which I find very ironic. Why wait till this whole situation to say something about it?
I should have said something, but I just couldn't do it because the timing. Because I just simply couldn't even say it. The timing was sensitive. That's why I couldn't say that back then. But now, I feel like this is going to be regretful. Our time may be up. Because even this, I don't care what anyone else says, nothing is going to make me change my mind on any particular sense. Those who are degenerates, those who want to act like this, they're out for good. They're out for good. And that's all I must say about this. So at this point, you need to do more than just an apology. Yours is insincere. I'm done what I need to say. Sloppy, you can poop me. Sloppy, you can poop me out of it.
Well, you gotta get a response first, right? I can't kick you out before you get a response from all the conversations you had.
Actually, I should have said it differently. You can put me on the backstage, or I'm going to take my leave. I said what I needed to say.
Then I have one thing to say. If you felt betrayed in some way, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to abandon Kyle because he's been there for me when I need him. And if you feel the need to walk away, you are more than welcome to do so. I wish you nothing but the best in your future endeavors. And may the All-Father bring you all blessings to what you have in your life.
Yours are insincere. But even then, it has come to a regrettable decision. But understand, do not continue to be an enemy afterwards. I have nothing. You have nothing to add to that. And that's all I needed to say. I will take my leave now. I am betrayed. So thank you. Goodbye.
All right. Well, Beagle Boy, I know you've been in the backstage for the longest time. Do you know who he is, Leon?
Yeah, like I said, he's one of my subscribers from the Spriting community. Someone me and Firelord both know.
All right. Let me see if he wants to join in.
All right. Is my mic working?
Yeah, it's working. We can hear you.
Okay. So to kind of unravel what I watched through the whole thing, one question I kind of have to ask to you, Leon, and I'm just gonna say I didn't take any sides during this whole thing. So what I'm about to ask is not supposed to be a hit piece at all, but I wanted to kind of ask what your thought on the whole guilty of association thing is. Like, I'm willing to believe you on the whole you meeting up with Junko was like the one and done thing. I could care less who you hang around with, but in your mindset, does the whole, like, if I'm trying to word this right, does the whole guilty by association come from, if I'm stuttering, I apologize for that, but
it's all good.
But does the whole shit does being
it's all right.
guilty?
Take your time. Breathe.
Yeah, I know. It's just I'm trying to word this right, not to make it come off as weird. But with the whole guilty of association thing, like you've made it clear before who it is you're going to and not associate with. So in your mindset, does if you meet up with somebody, like not just say you, but like say if you know somebody who's like run into somebody, do you automatically find them like guilty of association? Like let's say if me and ZTB met up in real life, and let's say if ZTB was caught doing something wrong and I happen to pass by him not knowing anything that happened, and I say, oh hey, what's up, man, didn't think I'd run into you. But let's say if you heard that, would that automatically fall under guilty of association? Like, where does the line draw? Well, where does the line get drawn in the sand?
I'm going to be real with you. I always had the philosophy just because I have an issue with someone doesn't mean everyone else has to as well. Like Chayton, for example, how people were pretty much going at him for that one situation many years ago. I didn't really take the bandwagon at first. Let me phrase that. So I listened to both sides, and like this situation, there are like certain people that wanted me to jump on that bandwagon. Gage, who was in the chat here, was one of them. And I didn't appreciate people telling me what side to pick when, one, I have nothing to do with the said situation, and two, whatever issues they had, that was none of my business. So as far as the guilty with association thing, I don't really believe in that philosophy as much as I used to because it doesn't really get you anywhere.
And I can actually agree to that because I will come clean on this. Early 2023, Firelord and I, when we were in active communication, was trying to inform me about the whole Junko like hitting on an 8-year-old thing. But because I wasn't going to automatically take sides because, I was aware. Well, he did tell me about it, but it's I didn't think of myself as guilty of association for turning it down. But, that's because I said, I thought they were allegations because I'm not a judge, jury, or prosecutor. I thought what was shown was shifty, but since I didn't see an admittal, I didn't think I couldn't automatically believe anything was true. And I wasn't really friends with Junko, nor do I have any desire to be. So, in my situation, that probably would be a little different. And I'm not trying to compare the two. Let me make that clear. But if in that mind, if I was to underplay in that, and that would probably be something I wish I had asked Firelord if he had stayed on. If by that logic, and I'll also ask this to you, Sloppy, because I also want to hear your take on this. But if somebody like Leon meeting up with Junko automatically qualified as being guilty of association, would that also apply to you, Sloppy, because of your interview with Junko and how you were talking to him casually to see how he was doing, getting the whole help from the whole interview last year?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Mine, the difference is I'm not gonna go out of my way to go meet with this person, and I talk to him sporadically. The only reason I do is to make sure he's doing what he's supposed to. Because if he's not, then we're gonna contact the police again, and that's the main thing. It's not because he's my friend. It's more because we want to make sure at least we get one guy out of the the mentality of wanting to groom kids.
Well, yeah, and that's understandable, but it's at the same. So that's kind of where So basically, my main question it was basically obviously where was a line drawn, but also to kind of. But I guess I should also ask when you brought up the whole or I think it was ZTB that brought up the whole he cared about justice, he was all scared and everything. I think you brought this up in one of your earlier streams, Sloppy. So
Right.
do you believe that caring about justice and police and others on who they are subscribed to, friends with, online, or anything else? I'll even make this an open question, so if anybody in the chat wants to ask this, do you believe that caring for justice and police and others on who they associate with are the same thing or are different?
All right. So if you're if you associate with the murderer, would you want to be associated with the murderer? Or someone tell you, hey, you're associating with the murderer? Would you want other people to find out, oh, hey, this guy's a murderer? Do you really want to be around this guy? He might murder you. It's kind of like if you don't tell people what type of person they're hanging around with, well, then you're not helping their cause. You're not helping them, because what happens if this guy's a narcissist or a guy that takes advantage of people, and you don't tell them because you're like, oh well, I don't want to be policing the community, because then that makes me look like a narc or like a weird guy. Why would I, why would they care what I say? But if you're trying to protect them from something, then I believe that you should be policing the community.
You
You
still there,
can't.
Vic? You still there,
Yeah,
Beagle Boy?
yeah. Beagle, what happened? Beagle, man. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
speaker or
he might have
something.
lost connection.
No, all right. Well, yeah, like I said, there's certain things that you police. Like if someone's being a racist, for me, honestly, it's not really something like that. But if he's a predator or
It's
he's,
not.
oh, go ahead.
Best way I can put it is like this. It shouldn't necessarily be if you heard about it, but more so how are you told. It's like, so with the murderer case, it's like the way I would draw that line is if it's somebody who has an active history with this dude, who has enough substantial evidence and it brought up to you, then yeah, that would probably be a good reason to, cut them off. But, if they're seeing it as like, a way to like jab insults, like, throw memes around, then I would think, okay, proceed with caution on that. If somebody's just making it up, then it's like, yeah, don't believe that, of course. So it's really scenario by scenario is what I would get at.
Of course, yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's like, would you, if would you want to know that one of your friends dingle daggled with an 8-year-old, and you have a 10-year-old niece, and you're having him around because he's your friend, and no one told you that individual did certain things a year ago or two?
And yeah, that is. Sorry, go ahead.
Would you want someone like that around you? That's the thing. Like, there's certain things that you should police, and there's certain things that you should, if it's, oh, this guy called me a weirdo, nah, who cares? Whatever. That's just shit talking. But when it comes to serious things like a mass shooter or a guy that's threatening to shoot up a convention center, that's something you should tell people, right? Like, because what happens if you're around him and he flips out, right? Or a predator that wants to groom an 8-year-old. That's something you need to tell people that are around him. You can't keep that a secret, because if you do, then you're as guilty, because you could have prevented something to happen, even if it's in the future.
Now, yeah, I could see your argument there, but if there's one thing I could counter, and then I'll let Leon give his piece. But one way I could say is like, technically by the logic that you're bringing up there, it's like, the whole dangling with an 8-year-old. It's like, technically, in a way, with the example I was shown when I first heard about Junko, it's like, yeah, technically, you could say I was a bandwagoner for that. But my whole thing with saying that they were allegations and not automatically believing it was because of two reasons. One, I believe in innocent until proven guilty. And two, I didn't really know Junko that well outside of, well, Leon's streams whenever he was on it. So it's like, at the time I just thought like, okay, this Junko guy is just a weird dude or whatnot. So it's like,
Right.
I didn't automatically believe it because I didn't see the admittal video. So by that logic, would I technically be guilty for not believing it when I had the chance or when I first was told?
No, right. Well, believing it and knowing is two different things. You need the proof, and the proof was with him admitting it on his own words, and that's what you need, right? If I say it and he doesn't admit it, it's hearsay. But when the individual that's being accused admits it, then that's the truth, right? Because the person that's being accused is saying, yes, I did it. So that defeats the whole it's alleged, or it's an allegation, or it's a rumor, when the individual agrees that he did that said crime.
All right. Anything you would like to say in that regard, Leon, to the point I brought up to Sloppy?
Not really, no. As Sloppy pretty much hit on the head.
Right, and let me be clear. I'm not trying to defend any like outtake on that, but it's like, but since I wanted to kind of look at it from an abstract kind of point, it's just to kind of help, kind of get, kind of to put on thinking heads, try to, if you look at things from an unexpected angle, people will probably try to pay attention more. But the final question that I have in regards to this, and then I'll make my leave. Well, specifically to you, Leon. You said earlier that if you hadn't showed the picture of you and Junko meeting up, that none of this would have happened. But in that regard, when Firelord told you that he was leaving the Templars because of it, did anything seem off, like, in the way he asked? Like, did you, like, read it at first glance and think something seemed a bit unusual, like, before Darkless told you? Like, what was your take on that whole thing?
When Firelord originally said he was leaving, he didn't mention anything about the whole jungle thing. He only said that he was going to pretty much leave the community and do his own thing. So I didn't really find out about the whole him spreading the picture thing until Darkless messaged me Thursday, whenever it was, when I was at the food pantry getting stuff. So when I saw it, I'm like, oh boy, here we fucking go. So, of course, my initial reaction was I was upset, and I went off on him, as Sloppy shown in one of his videos, which I did indeed do.
Right. I will admit, he did show me that picture of Junko that you and him met up, and I will admit I kept quiet about it for the longest time. However, I was trying to act because really my mindset at the time was, well, what the hell? I mean, he's a grown adult. He can, I mean, if he chooses to hang out with him, that's not really my concern. I've got bigger and better things to be worried about. But then once everything kind of unraveled, that's when everyone was kind of, asking questions like, what was going on and everything. So I guess to follow that up is like, and something that I do kind of want to, I guess, something I should have asked Firelord was, why was he telling people to, like, not say something about it, only to say something himself? Like, Sloppy, did Firelord ever touch that on at all?
Yeah, I know why. Well, the first thing is he told his friends in the group, I don't know, Darkless and I forgot who else, and he told them to keep it a secret so it won't blow up how it is now. If Darkless or what's his name, the other guy, kept their mouth shut and not told Leon, it would have just shut down right there, and that's would have been it. But because Darkless and the other guy told Leon, Leon got upset and then confronted Firelord, and Firelord were like, oh shit, oh fuck, like I fucked up. But they're threatening me to contact my father. So now what do I need to do? I need help. So that's when they contacted us.
Okay, so in that regard, if you're saying that they should have shut it down, then I should ask this. Should that also have meant Firelord should not have said anything in the first place with what you mentioned about Darkless and Myron, I think was the other guy? Like, if they should shut it down, like if they had not said anything, like should have not said anything, that would have shut it down, then by your own words, should Firelord have also not said anything in a devil's advocate type of way?
Let me answer that, because I think I brought this up on one of Sloppy's streams. He can vouch for me because I actually said this on one of his live chats. I'll even argue this as far as Firelord. Like, let's take the fear out of the equation for a second. Like, had he not lied to me and told me what the issue was, more than likely, it would have been resolved right there and then. But then again, I can't control everyone of what their reaction is going to be.
Right.
So then sorry to interrupt, but so did Firelord at all, like, before he left the Templars, did he actually, like, because that was one thing he used to tell me, because I even warned him, saying, why not just say this to Leon, say your problems, and the common argument he brought up was saying that you would shut him down. So I should ask, did he at all try to bring this up between you showing him the picture and him leaving the Templars? Did he bring any of it up, or why he was concerned?
When he actually left, he didn't actually say a word, so I had to find out through other means. So that was part of the reason why I was upset at him.
Okay, that's a fair argument, and I'll give you that one. But, at the same time, though, since I was being told two different things from either side, because it's like I was speaking with ZTB on how I felt about the matter, but also with Lady M and how being told different things, that's where I never took sides, because I was like, okay, I don't really know what to believe at this point. So everything can come out public. I'll look at the full thing and, make a decision from there. So that's why I kept quiet until your stream, when I mentioned, that I tried to reason with him when it all broke out for it to go nowhere.
Yeah. Then again, this is how Firelord's always been. He's always been in that mindset ever since me and Kyle met him whenever we did on Skype. So there's nothing we can pretty much do about that.
I mean, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that you've known him longer, but I admittedly did thought that if I tried to tell him that, especially with him and I being close for the last 4 years, I thought maybe what I would say would strike a chord with him, or try to see where others were coming from, because I always tried to play devil's advocate with him, and also think on the abstract. But I guess after everything is settled, we'll just kind of see how everything on that front goes.
Yeah, not sure if you saw everything that went down before you came in here. Like, I even apologize for trying to contact with his father, which I shouldn't have done in the first place. That was entirely my fault, so I'll take responsibility for that. If he doesn't want to accept the apology, I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to lose sleep over it.
I mean, yeah, I did see that, and even in the beginning when I saw that screenshot, I did think, okay, that's a little too far. But the other part I will say is, and I'll even have to say it to him if he decides to come at me like he did when he saw me on your stream, even though one of my responses wasn't to him, I'll just have to say to him that you want this whole internet war to be over with, but you'll say that your opinion on somebody will never change. So how is something supposed to end if it never changes?
Firelord never really went into detail as far as that while he was in here, as Firelord's known to talk very, very cryptic when it comes to certain situations, and this one being of no exception, even though I'm one of the main catalyst of why this even started to begin with the picture. So there's nothing really much we can pretty much do from that point. If he wants to do his own thing, more power to him. As I said before he left, I wish him nothing but the best with whatever he does in life.
Right. I mean, it's just the way I could really say it is the more you hold in something for a long time, the more questions will get brought up, like in regards to what you knew about this and that. So that's why when I saw the argument of from others in this chat pretty much saying okay, well, if he knew, why didn't he say anything elsewise? So that's all I have to say on that question. All I can really say is kind of as a moral of the story, if you feel like something's wrong, or if you see something, speak up. That's really all I can really say. This just goes to all around, just everybody in the chat. That's really all I got to say. other than that, Sloppy, thank you for allowing me to come on, even though we just met.
Yeah.
Leon, if you do wish to chat on Discord, just know I'm always around. Like, just even if for the hell of it. And elsewise, anyone else in the chat, hope you guys have a nice evening, have a nice weekend, and I'll catch you all on the flip side.
For sure. Peace
All right.
out. All right. Well, the moral of the story, Leon, don't be taking pictures with alleged predators because this happens, and it's you see the amount of people watching. People care about these situations because it's involving an alleged predator. Oh damn! Don't tell me it's him. Nah, you're lying. I don't know about this guy. He might porn bomb me. Leon, do you want him added on?
Who is it?
You can you? Oh, you can't see. It's write your name on the private chat. I'll have to solo it just in case if it's not him. But let me see. Right, show your camera and it'll be easier. I know you like showing your face, so come on. Show your face, and then if it's you, then fucking. All right, it is. All right. All right. Oh man, who do you guys think it is? I'll give you. I'll give
Pedo
you.
boy.
I'll give you. All right. Well. Oh, I guess he left. Hopefully. All right. Well, I guess I'll add him in. Hopefully, Leon didn't leave because of him. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on, person in the back. I'll add you. Oh, okay. Then, all right. I'll add him in, and then you can come back in. All right. I'm debating.
Hey, I see a lot of ass kissing going on here. So here, I got a little gift for you all you faggots in the crowd.
I don't trust this motherfucker. All right, hold on. All right, hold on.
Keep
Okay.
munching.
All right, there you go.
Keep
No, he's not.
munching, you faggots.
That's it? Oh, man. All right, that was quick. Oh, sorry, ITV. All right, let me back in.
I'm sorry about
That
that.
shit
That's
was-
like the second time it crashed on me.
No, you're good. You're good. He was playing his theme song. Fucking guy.
Well, good thing it crashed on me then if that's what happened.
He played his Lolicon theme song, so what's up?
But anyway, as you were saying before, it crashed on me.
Yeah, let me. Where's my charger at? God damn, I didn't think it was gonna be this long. All right. Fuck. I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought because he played his theme song, and I'm like, why is he playing a Lolicon theme song? Oh man, that shit is hilarious. But yeah, if you guys saw him, another vagina move. I allowed him to join, and that's the last time he'll be joining here without without him coming in. But that was funny. I saw his face. I'm like, God damn, that shit's fat. But anyway, wait, hold on. I gotta get my charger so you could talk for a little bit. Give me like 30 seconds. All right, I'm back. All right. Yeah. So, where were we at? God damn it! Now I can't remember what
Yeah,
we
yeah,
were talking about.
you were telling me about the people watching before that one person hopped in.
No. Oh yes. You see how there's normally I only get like 10 viewers. So this is something very important to people, mainly because they know you. I'm sure they known you for a long ass time. Oh man, what does Daniel want? Motherfucker just sings a song and that's it. It's pitiful. Oh, okay. All right, I'll keep you backstage, Daniel. You can stay there. Um, yeah, there's a lot of people. Even Daniel's here watching you. He's engaged. There's people that care about you, and seeing you being around a certain individual kind of makes them wonder what type of person you really are. Like I said, I'm making this video mainly for the people that were on the fence, people that were like, let me hear him say what he needs to say, and then I'll make my decision. And that's all I could do. After this, like I said, we're parting ways. I can't associate with you because you hang around with a guy that wants to be a domestic terrorist, and then stuff, and then lolicon stuff. So me personally, after this stream, you know we're not really like friends. We weren't really friends at all, but we're acquaintances. But now I'm like I'm not gonna associate myself with someone that is around a mass shooter potential.
Yeah, that's fine. The main reason I want to do this, so this way there's like public records so people can kind of get my side of things since I haven't really had the means to even make a response. So that was like partially why I kind of requested this.
Right, right. And then when it comes to your buddy, we have all the images, all the stuff. We're gonna resend it to the local police and let them know to make sure that he's still if he's in the watch list, because those type of threats are you don't you shouldn't be taken lightly. So it's not on you. It's not, you said he's his own person, but with us we like to inform, or like how people say police here, and and I'm looking at the chat. I'm laughing, but uh, we need to contact the police and let them know that there's some type of people that are like that, and just mainly keep an eye on him, because certain things like that, he could flip out. I seen him flip out like 4 or 5 times in some of your streams. When his girlfriend left him, when you were homeless supposedly for a while, stuff like that. He was all emotional, and that easily could trigger him and fucking do something stupid. So I'm gonna double check. I know he lives in Missouri. I'm not gonna say his address, and I'm gonna find out, um, if he's in the watch list.
Yeah, I'm just pretty much gonna end it with this before I head off here. You can have your own opinion when it comes to the own situation, but as far as me, I'm going to live my life like I've been doing, and I'm going to move on from this. If some people want to stay, that's on you. If not, then I wish you nothing but the best in life.
All right, for sure. Like I said, stick to your sprite stuff and your gaming and your art, because calling people out that you have friends in, I don't think you should, because then you're gonna get called out again. Not by me, but by other people that watch maybe these videos later on. They're gonna uh, confront you and tell you, "Hey, why are you talking smack about these people when your friends are this way as well?" And you, like I said, you say you're gonna move on from ranting and you're gonna do your other stuff. Well, hopefully you keep your word on that, because then, yeah, it's a lot of
Yeah,
people.
as I'm starting to tone down on that anyway, as I have like non-rant content planned.
All right,
Like,
for
like I'm
sure.
not sure if you've seen. This is before the whole thing came out. I'm starting to do marijuana reviews now.
Hey, there you go. Marijuana is always a good thing, but like I said, after the stream, me and you and
Yeah, yeah,
your
yeah,
crew,
yeah. I
that's
got you.
that's it. We'll still be watching you guys, but besides that, yeah, it's
Yeah.
you know
So
you,
thank you for letting me make this public record. So, like I said, if you want to make your own decisions, more power to it. I'm gonna keep living my life like I've been doing and doing my own stuff. So take it easy.
Peace. Man. Daniel, I would invite you if you would have came in cordially. I would have invited you in, and you could have talked for a little bit. But you played your Lolicon song, and I don't want to hear that shit. I want to hear your damn freaking music that you jerk off to. I'm sorry. Is that he's in the backstage and shit? Fuck. Keep munching your ass. What the fuck? If you guys could see the backstage, you guys could see what he's writing. It's pretty hilarious. Yeah, Daniel Barney song. Yeah, let me. No, but anyways, fucking yeah. I would have invited Daniel Roth in, but as you can see, I don't like hearing his lolicon songs in the background. So, uh, yeah, it's tough. Daniel Roth. Hey, Daniel, where's your mama at? Oh, I mean, where's your daddy? Where's everybody at, Daniel? But besides that, fucking yakety. That's crazy, yakety. Can't say that, yakety. All right, should I add you, Kevin? You want to come in? Let's see. Hello? You're not in? All right, never mind. I'll kick you out. How do you join? Fuck. All right, fine. I'll put the link there. Yes, do that before you fall asleep, Sleepy Joe, because it's almost your time for nap. Let me see the private chat. Oh, I can't. Not working, Slevia. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, as you guys can see, it was a long ass fucking stream. I know there was a lot of I guess emotional conversations. I know a lot of you guys, wanted to see like a fight or a battle or people yelling at each other. I try not to be like that. Because it defeats the purpose. People show their emotions. People express themselves because they've been holding it in towards this individual. My main thing was in the beginning, the questions. Yeah, I guess so. ZTV, but yeah, my main questions were in the beginning. After that, I let the people that wanted to talk to him cordially and express their disappointment, anger, frustration, whatever they wanted to do. I know sometimes they got a little slow, and I apologize, but the chat was pretty crazy. I couldn't keep up with some of the conversations, so I guess you guys got entertained in the chat as well. A lot of bantering, and like I said, I don't block anyone, so you could express yourself calling the the high school musical. I wanted to laugh at a couple of them, but it was a serious matter, so I had to be quiet. I was muted most of the time because I didn't want to giggle too loud, but it wasn't entertaining. Hold on, let me add this guy.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Damn, holy shit, man. Leon took a lot of L's today.
There's gonna be supporters, and there's gonna be people that's still gonna not want to talk to him. Like me personally, like I told him, it's over for me. We'll be watching him unless he does something stupid or cow.
So
But
what's gonna
besides that,
happen? Do you think he's gonna dismantle his whole Templar Crow cult that he established?
we'll see. I don't think so, but
Oh, and Daniel Wolf. Oh my gosh, that son of a bitch, dude. Holy shit.
he's still there.
Who, me?
Oh no! I'm saying he's still in the
Daniel?
comments.
I saw him on the chats.
Oh, okay.
He was like, "So you promote doxing and harassment now?"
Me never.
No, that's what Daniel said.
I know.
But
That's what I'm saying.
can't believe a word Daniel says.
Yeah, Daniel's a little vagina, but
Yeah. Were people serious about the part where, because now, like, in a way, I kind of feel like I don't know. I just feel kind of guilty for those, those videos that I made about Leon with all those fake threats. But I don't know, man. You know what I mean?
no, yeah. Well, it's I'm gonna keep everything mainly for evidence. If people are like, "Oh, who is this guy?" Right? Watch my stuff. There's the
Yeah,
evidence.
like,
If you want to associate with them, then that's cool. If you
yeah.
don't, then
I mean, the only thing he could really do now is cut ties with people like Junko, cut ties with people like Kyle. All the Peter Joseph, Otaku, wrestling Otaku. I know he still talks to those people. He probably still talks to Daniel Wolf.
yeah, maybe, but you can't force people to do stuff online because what are you gonna do? Cut them off and that's it. That's all you can do online.
Because I think it might be a slight possibility for Leon to try and make amends if he really want to put in the effort and try to, but he has to cut a lot of ties with a bunch of people.
And sadly, it's not gonna happen. As you can hear him say, he's gonna stick with his friends that been with him for years, and
yeah, it's kind of like a ride or die situation with this guy.
Yep, and if something happens and he's his friend, and he's gonna be accountable as well because he knew what type of person that guy was. That's the thing.
But this kind of reminds me of similar to like some other allegation that happened a year ago with another YouTuber, Seth the Programmer, on the Keemster live stream.
Oh, I'm not too sure about that.
Oh man, that was a pretty wild live stream. I'll tell you that.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know there were a lot of parts where it was more heartfelt and people wanted the you fuck you fucking this, you fucking that. And I know sometimes that's what people want to hear, but there's these type of videos are more to have the people express themselves. And me personally, the first 30 minutes is me asking them questions about the allegations, and then after that it's about whatever people feel like. It's not my damn
dude. So many different types of people with different personalities on this stream.
I see you, Kevin. Hold on.
Like you had Cubix on here. Oh, who's that? Is that King Kevin Daddy? Oh, what's up, man?
That's me. Sorry, I'm on my phone. My PC mic's not working for some reason. I don't know why.
It's the barbarian.
Oh, hey, quick question, Adam. What's your thoughts about that guy? Because he's gone too far. He's gone way too far, in my opinion, with your, trying to dox your family and all that.
Oh, he's done that before I started accusing him about a pedophile. Not pedophile. His suicide attempt is fake.
Oh, it's obviously fake.
Yeah, everyone knows it. Everyone knows his suicide was fake.
Yeah. So whoever wants to come in now, I guess you could come in. It's pretty much.
Wait, Leon gone? Is he not coming back?
No, he's done. We finished our conversation.
Oh, well. So, yeah, I'd probably be burnt out too after 3 hours of talking. So
hell yeah, man, it's crazy. But if you guys want to come in for a little bit, maybe like 15 more minutes, and then you guys heard it. You guys heard some of his talking. I think we did most of the talking, but he did answer some of the questions. He said he was the one that initiated the meeting with them. So, man. Sip on some water. Yeah, I want to drink sip some wine, but I'm being sober for until November. I'm dying over here.
Damn. Yeah, I'm looking at the chats right now. Daniel equals Junko Jr.
Yeah, but you missed out, ITB. You came in when we were hearing the Lolicon song.
Hey, we got Joe Biden on this chat, by the way.
Yeah. I know. I saw him. He's gonna give me free money. Hopefully, if Kamala comes back.
Yeah, I was roasting his ass in the chat in the private chat.
Yeah, he was backstage. I guess he wanted a
Yeah,
chat.
saying that fucking sounds like fucking Barney the fucking dragon.
It was his lolicon song, the one he uses to masturbate.
Yeah.
They probably masturbates towards Antoine.
Oh, I forgot about Antoine.
I should say Antwina.
Yeah,
Oh
y'all,
no.
y'all can hear me.
CCB, where's my sponge?
Damn.
What's
I
up,
wanna
CB?
go to the river.
What's up, River?
What's going
Actually, no,
on?
ITV needs to pass me the sponge. He owes me money.
Man. Well, appreciate everybody that came in and stayed around for 3 hours, but god damn, I didn't think it was gonna be this long. But
Getting kind of
Yeah.
tired, I bet.
nah,
I
I'm
did
good.
warn. I did warn Leon this was going to happen in one of the private chats.
Hmm. Yeah,
I
that's
mean, this is probably the best thing that happens to Leon, by the way. You know, this type of situation, you know, it's gonna
Making a
happen.
video of yourself committing suicide. Yeah, that's
No,
the proof right there.
wait, is this on the comments?
Yeah, Adam saying there's no proof of allegations of me. That's what he said.
Oh my gosh, Adam! Oh my god, that son of a bitch. Is she gonna join up in this live stream?
Hmm?
nah. I
Why
don't
would he
think
name
so.
his YouTube name
Then he
Kevin
deleted
Maddie's
shortly
faked
after.
his parents' death for sympathy? Like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? He's
Well,
clearly
then he
obsessed
deleted
with you,
shortly
man.
after and made a video straight after talking shit.
Man.
I know, because Chain downloaded the video.
Yeah, no, man, it's crazy, man. See, everybody fighting everybody, and then
So,
let's go ahead.
was Brian Apsher innocent on the whole, you know, him, you know, being framed for showing his wee
Nah,
wee on the live stream?
Brian did it.
And that was Adam.
Nah, Brian did it.
Oh, he did it.
Yeah, he did it.
What did Brian do? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, same.
He showed his wiener in ZTV stream. His
Who
penis.
said?
Oh wow.
Who did it?
Brian Apsher.
How do you know?
He admitted.
Doesn't mean it. I listen, sloppy. Brian Absher's accountability is completely slim. I don't believe a word that comes out of Brian's mouth.
So you're saying that Adam could see his wiener being, you know, he was what, 300 pounds? He could see his wiener.
How many times has
belly?
Sloppy changed the subject, blame Adam, blame himself, blame Chayton, blamed many different people for showing the wiener?
He could easily, if he has a flat stomach, and you could see the penis. It has to be a skinny person, right? Or did the guy lift his
Yeah, but
belly?
also the camera's quite far away too, so.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, look, stand up, Kevin, and then put your camera down, and then look down, and if you can see
Well,
it.
I know it's not me because I was already on the panel.
Oh my god.
You know, just you gotta see, you gotta
And it's dark.
test your theory.
You gotta zoom
You
in.
ain't seen my body. I had to put some PT to do
You
that.
gotta zoom in or find a really good camera to see that junk.
Yeah. Well, let me see. I'm reading the comments now. The real
And
Wilford
honestly, I
Brimley,
don't believe a word that
goddamn.
comes out of Brian's mouth anyway, so.
Yeah.
People knows his credibility slim.
Yeah, it's all good. You guys are gonna be battling each other for a while.
Few Scorpios. Oh no.
Yo, what's
Told
up,
you so, Gay
ITV?
Margera. That's what he says. Oh, Gay Margera. Okay. Let's see.
But not wrong being gay.
You missed a lot, Chayton. You missed Daniel Roth playing his Lolicon theme song and jerking off to it with his tiny peepee.
No, he's probably jerking off with Ant One.
Hey, who's the real Wilford Brimley?
Who?
Real Wilford Brimley.
I don't know. Most likely someone that accidentally came in. I could tell which ones are new and which ones aren't, and a lot of them are a little bit newer. So I appreciate the new people that came in that wanted to watch the conversations. But yeah, it's calmer now. Let Brian in. Nah, he'll show his penis. You crazy.
No,
Yeah,
seriously,
Mama's
this guy
bloody
might.
hot in you.
I think this guy docs, dude. Like for real.
Who?
The real Wilford Brimley.
Did he? What did he say?
That's a real name. John Reed Davis has diabetes.
John Reed. Oh, I know who that is. Okay, I know. John Reed Davis what's his name? Operation.
Operation?
Drunk. John Davis.
That's if it's the guy
Mr.
we're thinking,
Mr.
it's
Pedo himself.
another predator,
He is?
another pedophile. Wap 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 wap. Yeah, no, but man,
Oh.
can you send Daniel's address to me? Yeah, for sure.
Well, there's a lot of John Reed Davis.
For educational purposes, yakety yak. For no illegal stuff. Add me on Discord.
Yeah, it's learning how to send stuff to his house.
Okay, fuck Adam, dude. I'm gonna be real. Fuck this dude, man. He's being a dude. Like, really? This guy?
It went well, Chan. It's we're not talking to each other after this stream because I don't associate with myself with domestic terrorists and predator sympathizers and shit like that.
Me too. I don't sympathize with that at all. Yo, that one guy though, Firelord, man, holy shit, man. He was very like animated.
Yakety, it can't be just for fun. It has to be for educational and police purposes. I can't give you no addresses if you're gonna use it for illegal stuff. It has to be if you're gonna contact the police or contact his local elementary schools and let them know that Daniel's around. But besides that, you can't have it.
Who the hell is John Davis?
I really don't
Operation
know,
New
to be honest.
Operation?
Yeah, I showed his ass on stream, on the Alpha stream.
All right, hold on. I'll be back.
But it affected his cancer too.
Oh,
To be
this
honest,
guy.
guys, I really can't see some of these comments, so
Just like River faked his river.
John Davis was diagnosed with lung cancer at an early stage and had lung resection surgery to remove it. I'm just reading it on the article right now.
Oh, you got the wrong one.
so Shane, how you doing, bro?
67 years old? He's an old man, dude.
Oh, it's the wrong one.
You don't say. I'm keeping it for funny purposes.
Let me see. Kevin took me with Jen. And kept it on the computer. Yeah, I have it too now. It's a pretty disturbing
Keep it
image.
for funny purposes. You can make memes out of that shit. Why not?
He is.
I'm not the only one's got pictures, by the way. I know a few's got it.
I got the picture.
I'm sure you have. I think.
Oh boy.
Damn, Myron, I thought you were. I appreciate you still staying here, Myron. But you were in that Smasher Pass stuff too, May, with those miners. Even with the hedgehog. What's the name? Amy, or what's the name of the hedgehog that's like 12 years old, 11 years old?
Amy, right? Is that the name of that hedgehog?
Amy Rose?
I had to be. I'm still owing my money you owe me.
No.
Mason.
We never get to see that art.
But
And then you
man,
know that ITV still owes Kevin some money, man.
everyone in the chat has diabetes. Goddamn, how do you know, Wilford? That's crazy. Yeah, it looks like a mean old man. But anyways, appreciate everybody that came. I, I have nothing else to say about this.
Oh,
What?
oh, you said you have nothing else to say about this. Okay.
About the Leon stuff. That's uh, all the evidence, all his conversations in here. If you want to spend 3 hours and 35 minutes, you can. The video has been taken down anyway. Oh, I have to see that. Hold on. Is it? No way.
You have a video taken down?
No. The videos I'm talking about.
Mm.
Oh, wolf. There it is. Let me see.
Yes, we all know House of Chayton. It was all over the news.
Let me see. Did he take them off? No
Yeah,
way.
I hear it too, man. Like, dang.
Oh damn! He did. I appreciate that, Nordic Wolf. Appreciate that you did, but luckily I downloaded those videos. So if you deleted them because of the evidence there, don't matter. I'm gonna send it to the police, and then send the videos of you threatening the shoe places to make sure that you're still in
Who?
the terrorist watch list.
Are you talking about? Wait, who?
Oh no, Nordic Wolf, Kyle Hawkins.
He's on this chat?
No. Myron said that those Smasher Pass videos they're deleted,
Oh.
and before
So
I started the stream, they were still there.
I know Brandon Skeleton had it on his channel for when he was doing a live reaction,
Yeah,
but
so I have the evidence.
it got flagged down apparently.
No, they didn't get flagged down. He took them down
Oh.
because they were still there before I started the stream. Those videos were still there, and then after I told Leon to kind of, hey, why the fuck did he still have those Smasher Pass if you told him that Lolicon is bad? And then just recently I just checked and he deleted those videos or maybe unlisted them. All right, what's going on in the chat? Let me see.
A genetic mutant? Oh, so she's a mutant from X-Men. Get it.
Who? What are you talking about?
We're talking about the buff the Olympics chick.
The boxer?
Yeah, Zelda says it's not a
Oh.
trans woman, it's just a woman that had extremely high testosterone.
Oh
So
man.
maybe a woman on juice or some steroids.
Oh man. That's crazy. I don't know.
Wait.
That is tough because they got to investigate more. But if it is true that the dude is fighting in the women's Olympics, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Scary Movie 4, dude, with Mike Tyson in there.
They already made memes on that too. They made,
It's gonna happen if it hasn't already. I mean, whoa, the Kevin Lounge. Oh, that's Kevin Daddy. Okay.
Hey, River, I'm taking that to your river.
What is it?
Oh boy.
Show your
Oh, my
titties.
God, dude.
Shower gel.
Let me see them titties.
A mutant.
Man. Let me see. I'm trying to read everything.
Again, I'm still thinking of X-Men. Zelda. XY chromosomes.
You got her birth records? Oh, okay. I don't know. I
So is that a
seeing
both?
that. What?
XY
Hermaphrodite?
chromosomes, which fits.
Reminds me
That's what I was
Hero's
thinking.
mom's a mutant.
Okay, Kevin Daddy faked his parents' death for sympathy. I deleted all the drama from my channel, and when YouTube allows me to change my channel's name, I'm going to start making low-quality ghetto gaming content. Yeah, it's best to do that. It's less drama and all that, you know? Yeah, Kitty.
Yeah. Yakety Yak needs Liberty Mutual now. What? For what?
No one believes you, Adam, so shut the fuck up.
DH, you make good train jokes. Hey, train jokes? What kind of train jokes? I want to hear one.
You know about the train jokes about me walking over a bridge?
Oh.
It didn't
The
bother
extents
me.
are real.
I've walked over trains a bunch of times. So
Oh man, I didn't know that, but
Oh,
you
man.
gotta laugh at those jokes. If they make fun of me,
oh,
I laugh at
I wasn't bothered by it
it. I just pictured it. That's why. What's up?
because he thought I
Yo,
thought I was tired all the time.
What's up, Jay?
But it's funny because someone else didn't walk over a footbridge and he got scared.
Did you watch the new?
I'm not mentioning that person's name.
Deadpool?
Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine movie.
No,
I haven't
not
watched
yet.
that.
Oh man, it was really good. It was hilarious too.
No, I heard it's hilarious, but I gotta watch it this weekend. But man, train joke. God, I'm gonna
know
laugh
Kevin
after.
here. I know Kevin here about the river bridge.
Zelda says, "Don't fucking spoil it." I
Yeah,
won't.
don't
I won't for you, man. I won't. I won't spoil it, Zelda.
All right. I'm not a perfect
Z to B, the
person.
person's Wolverine's gonna die. There you go, I spoiled it.
Oh hell no!
Yakety yak. Adam Turner is beyond redemption highlight. This comment and heard rumor he had relations. Oh, well, that's just. Is there proof of that rumor?
I don't know.
Because that's a
Oh,
serious
speaking of that,
allegation for Adam Turner.
Kevin, are you getting that controller that came out?
Pardon?
I like
Are
this
you going to
song.
get that controller that came out? That Deadpool Wolverine on PS5?
Deadpool
Yo,
on PS.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't
Yeah, you
got
gonna
it.
get that
Man.
controller?
The things we do. Good night, yeah. Oh, wait. No, yakety yak. Right?
You need to
That's
find
the
it
thing.
B to do that.
Good night, yakety yak. Have sweet dreams about me, papi. Papi chulo.
X-Men.
I'm
X-Men
guessing.
Origins was a good
What's
movie.
up? X-Men Origins.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I think
I
that
bet Z
movie's
to B thought I was serious, right?
That's crazy. All right.
Well,
Well, people. I think this will be the end of the stream because it's gonna be 3 hours and 42 minutes.
Thank you for having me on here.
For sure,
Almost
Jay.
4.
Yeah, River for sure. Kevin, everybody that came in and to have their conversations. Appreciate you guys were civil.
Help you live a better life.
So Gilmore.
I'm living a better life. Thank you very much.
All right, damn Gilmore, man. Rosa's beating you up again. God damn. So I heard that she beats you up. It's all good. All right.
Later.
Kevin Daddy can help you live a better life. Wow. UTV, please forgive. I swear I'll change. All right, peace, guys. I appreciate you guys. All right, I'm gonna end
boy.
it. All right, peace.
All right, dude.
All right, there you go.